Oops, all Tim Curry's with Bang.
That he's got the most roles of anybody I think in Hollywood of all time.
Yeah, Oops, all Tim Curry is good. Yep.
My art professor in college looks just like him. As soon as I reel into this fish, I'll show you.
That always reminds me of one of my favorite observations is that Muppet Christmas Carol works so well because what's his name, Michael Caine, isn't a Muppet and the rest are. But Muppet Treasure Island works so good because Tim Curry is also a Muppet in that movie. Like, he definitely is not. He's the only human, but somehow he still is a Muppet.
Yeah. Yep.
Put this fucking game down.
Okay, one for the girlies. Oops, all Jennifer Coolidge's.
Yeah, yes.
These gays, they're trying to kill me.
I want an enchanted item real bad. Damn, can you give it to me?
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh, oops, all Reese Witherspoons.
Oh,
Oops, all Catherine O'Hara's.
Yeah.
Like all the Christopher Guest cast characters. So like, oops, all Eugene Levy.
Here, I'm gonna show you my professor that resembles Tim Curry, and it's so funny. And I didn't make the connection until like I watched more Tim Curry movies.
Welcome.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't remember this.
Tyrus?
Oh yeah, I should. That's kind of like Tim Curry.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh wait, Sonia's not here.
Yeah.
No lock.
That's crazy.
I know.
He looks like an American Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I
Like
walk
if his
in,
teeth were like really straight, you know.
every time I walk in, you just have the most cursed shirt, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
This is
What do
not
you have
Tim
on?
Curry. It's my art.
That's Tim Curry.
No, it's not.
He's in disguise.
No, it's my art professor, Tyrus.
He's very poorly undercover.
Tyrus Curry.
Tyrus Clutter.
Wow. Got changed on Ellis Island.
Well, it seems like we're in a bit of a pickle.
Oh.
Pickles.
By pickle, you mean tavern.
Steve,
Do
you
the
gotta.
taverns sell pickles?
Steve, you gotta make a fucking sticky note for our dumbasses who keep forgetting. What?
Oh.
Name, class, armor class, speed, current hit points, max hit points. So it's armor class,
Did you get a haircut?
current hit points, max hit points.
I,
Speed goes in the other ones.
Also,
very
I
nice.
left my dice in my car. If I can maybe borrow some
Yeah,
from you.
of course.
Okay. I just don't want to go back out there because it's raining.
I got Bebo out for you.
Oh, hi, people.
So you don't have to ask anymore. In fact, you should just take that with you.
Okay. Health on top or health on bottom?
Health on bottom. Armor class, speed, current max.
Master's a little shit.
Aster!
Hey,
Aster
of
pirates
Kings.
jumping on shit!
Hi. I've never had attention. Wanna see what Aster did to me a couple weeks ago?
you
When.
have a Pet Cemetery shirt? That's badass.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's like that's my favorite Stevie show.
Never read it, never seen it.
I just like it because it's spelled wrong.
This was from Aster a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
This is what I got from Quentin the other day.
And then more.
Okay,
Yeah.
not to sound like a broken record. Armor class,
Damn.
speed, max, health, current max.
Master's a savage.
Okay,
Yep.
walk speed and
The armor class, yeah,
Oh.
movement speed.
what goes at the top then?
It'll
Name
be our
class.
initiative.
No, the
Circle.
Oh, yeah,
Is
so
initiative,
circle is
yeah.
initiative.
That's the only one
That's
I
why.
fucking remember.
That's why. Okay.
Look at me and my little pixel husband on Stardew. I married Sebastian.
Aw.
I had to please my inner/outer emo girl.
tonight will
Be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my
You don't ever say, "Look at this cute photo of my real
You know-
husband. You never fucking say that.
You know how
Everyone
like
knows
people,
you and
like,
we hang
you
out
know,
with the
talk
same
about
people.
Blender years
Yeah,
where
but
they
you don't
talk
show
about like
pictures of
Yes,
it.
I
like they
do.
see a picture of their parents from a while
Yes, I
ago.
do.
Like,
I'll
oh, look
show
how
people
silly we
the
look.
picture
For
that I show
us, it
people the
was
most.
Avril Lavigne hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
The
exactly.
classic emo.
The Paramore cut.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, what were we doing?
We should bring that back because my forehead is getting bigger every single month, and that, those like curtain bangs would just be perfect.
Us five heads were eating good back
Yeah.
then.
Yep. You'd be surprised though. Like I was at the castle last night, and maybe 50% of the people there had the emo.
Oh, where?
Well, I mean, it's the
emo.
castle.
Yeah,
Hmm?
but
I show people pictures of you all the time. I love this picture of you.
What's his stats?
Shh, man, can you?
Dude, I have been.
that's such a good picture.
I finally decided to say fuck it and started seeing like what's solo leveling all about, and have you seen that yet?
So love it. No, is it like a?
Oh, it's an anime. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't remember. I couldn't remember if you watched anime or not.
Not particularly. I like Studio Ghibli movies, but
I
that's.
wonder if that's.
Yeah.
Remember you had to change.
I recently
the
saw
setting?
Cells at Work, which I thought was pretty good.
Which one?
Cells at Work.
Cells at Work.
Yeah, it's like a classic anime trope, but
Is
it's
he-
about like the
Can
human
you
body.
maybe not open it?
Like
because
Osmosis Jones.
You've
Yes,
already
it's Osmosis
started-
Jones, but it's a Japanese.
You've already started
anime.
using it.
Yeah.
Osmosis Jones.
So there's like a little red blood cell who's like keeps and then the white blood cell is like quiet and very. It's good. It's good.
No, it sounds radical.
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones. Do you remember the TV show that they did for it?
Oh yeah, I watched that more than the movie.
Yeah. That movie grosses me out, man. It's
Bill
really
Murray.
fucking
Bill
gross.
Murray's in that.
It's,
movie.
Yeah,
it's,
it's
Bill,
fucking
it's
gross
Bill.
as
It's Bill
shit.
Murray being as gross as humanly possible.
Oops, all Bill Murray's.
Oops, all Bill
And,
Murray's.
and that's the final boss. Is you have to fight Bill Murray from Osmosis Jones.
Okay, but what about Oops All Barbies?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oops, all Barbies would be great. Absolutely.
So it's basically like any class except traditional D&D classes. Like, oh, you can be an astronaut, or
Well-
you can be a fucking vet.
So, what I kind of did.
Or both at the same
What I kind of
Yeah.
did, what I kind of did for Oops All Stallones is I let the character dictate like the class. So like, you do the same. Like astronaut Barbie could be
Space
like a wizard
girl.
or something. Like something very magic based because space is kind of magic-y.
Maybe an artificer.
Or maybe like an artificer because like
Is it working on the
like an engineer because a
Well,
lot of
the
times
engineer,
astronauts are a lot of times astronauts are engineers.
yeah.
They're typically astronauts are like physicists, pilots, or engineers. Like it's usually
Barbie
those
walks,
three.
so Katy
Did you
Perry
say
could run.
an astronaut?
She could be a ranger.
She
and
is
her
a
pet
space
could be the
cadet.
spaceship.
True. Yep. That could also just be
Steve.
a ranger. That's immediately what I was like a ranger.
For
'cause
Halloween,
rangers are like
you are
the
now
trailblazers,
legally obligated to put Aster in an astronaut costume
Mhm.
and call her an astronaut.
Okay.
I'm stealing Nan. I'm trying out this hummus.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Is that bread? Nah.
Have you seen this clip? I think it was going around Twitter a couple months ago of this guy who tried Indian food for the first time. So
Love
good.
it.
So good.
I
was
love
like,
the
wow,
favorite
this is
tweet.
insane. It's so good. I'm just like, yeah. It's
My favorite is the tweet from like some politician in Britain who's like Sikh. And he goes, I was at the store the other day and a couple looked at me. Then the wife turned to the husband and was like, oh yeah, we need naan bread.
That's good stuff. That's
We're still level 3, correct?
correct.
Why do you hate us? First question, how dare you?
Which reminds me of the joke is that bit where Jeff Goldblum
She's
goes.
starving.
Everybody always asks me, how do you pronounce my last name? Is Jeff Goldblum or Jeff Goldblum? I always give him the same answer. How dare you speak to me?
I love him so much. I'd marry him and let him treat me like shit.
He's like
yeah.
he's like
Jesus.
2 years away from becoming a parody of himself though.
Mhm.
It's getting there. I'm like sometimes like some of the stuff I watch I'm like, is he doing a bit? I can't quite tell. And I don't know if that's good.
Especially because I mean, some of the movies he was in, like The Fly or like Jurassic Park, like the first
The
one.
Fly's a banger.
He's like really hitting the role, and now it's just kind of like you say, he's like playing almost like a caricature of himself.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
But I mean, it's still good.
Because I felt that way. Like I felt that when I saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That character that he plays, and then when he did the press tours for it, it's kind of the same thing. I'm just like, is he doing the character? Is he's like, I don't get this.
Did you see Chaos?
Hey.
Oh.
You're just like blocking the camera that we have here.
I'll take that. Thank you. Yum.
Steve, that hummus fucks.
Does it fuck?
Is it good?
Yeah.
You made it
Yeah,
yourself.
try a little college try. A little
You've got
peaky.
an aster hair
Eric,
stuck in your ear,
slide
right
it
by
out.
your ear.
Wait,
on the
what?
other side.
Slide it out of the wrapper.
Take the panties off.
It's
You
now
gotta
it
take
goes
the,
down
yeah,
here.
you gotta take the little panties off. I mean, those are some
Don't
grannies, but
Don't know nothing about that.
Don't rip them. They were expensive.
It's like a bunch. This is when you were cuddling with her. She left her
Right.
mark on you.
Let me try this hummus.
humming.
Hummus.
Hamas?
It's really good.
Are we rolling? Are we live?
What? I
Well,
have a
slap
little bit
my
of pressure.
titties and call me bananas.
Okay, banana.
That'll
is-
wake up your aunt.
That is great hummus.
I'm glad you agree.
Let me
I'd
try.
eat that till the cows came home.
I'd eat it even with the cover.
I would commit home invasion if it meant I could get that hummus.
Jesus, good lord.
See, why don't you just
Wait,
open
wait.
up like
Ask
a
her.
weekly nothing.
Aster.
Dumb.
Aster. You're being an ass, sir.
It's puff pass, but just hummus. You can set.
Alright. Since I'm so
Shit,
fucking
just
stupid
comedy
and I
on his
can't
face.
remember what we need to put on this sheet, just let me copy off yours.
We've all individually gone through this already.
My name is Santi. My name is Santi.
Hey, my name is Rod. I like to party.
Which
Hi.
dice do you usually use the most?
Wait, what is this again? Armor class?
20.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you mean combat?
Damn.
um,
You only have 15 armor class? Those are really numbers.
Usually maybe like a D8.
Well, once I
a
get,
lot of my
um,
stuff is is like
I
saves.
get
Oh,
I
gotcha.
use like
Okay.
a dex modifier
Here is
or
a full
something like
set for
that.
you, good sir.
Because and I don't wear armor, but that'll go up like every time I change.
Here,
my
see
stats.
this? See this? It's where
What?
you roll your
I have
dice.
one right here. What do you? I'm not Joe who rolls it in the spine of his book, or Eric who rolls it right in front of him.
Wow, fuck you.
That is really good.
Some of your dice rolls blow because you're all over there. I got it right here. You can do it right here if you want, or you can go over there
Carrots
and whatever you gotta do, buddy.
Bell peppers.
Bell peppers.
How sacrilegious of you to think
Can we
that
level
we
up?
have any control over the die.
Hey, where's my other girl?
She's sleeping.
What?
Sorry.
She's just a
Who's sleeping?
sleepy girl.
Her character.
Everybody,
Wow.
everybody's sleeping.
Are those booties behind you? Just a couple of ass cheeks just hanging
Oh,
out?
hello. You go sex. I went in New York.
This one's in Miami.
Okay. I went to the one in New York. It was pretty cool.
Wait, what is it?
Museum of Stuff.
Oh, I want to go see
I
that.
played.
It
was like,
is
they had, like, a
so
ball
much
pit,
fun.
But
Why would I do that? I get first-hand sources.
It is really cool. I think I might still have pictures of the titty jello shots I had. They were just like, they were this fucking big and they were just tits.
hey.
So great.
Hey,
I
mind
went,
if
I went
I
there with the other
steal a cup to
Jay.
get some water?
There was a when I went, there was like an inflatable, almost like those like bouncy castles.
Yes.
With like boobs.
Yep.
And I was rolling around in there for like 20 minutes.
There was
It
that.
fly me out of that place.
The one in New York has like a slide that you go down and stuff.
That was a good one. I got married at like the little, put 25 cents in and it prints out a marriage certificate. Thank
Nice.
God it wasn't legally binding, but
Alright, I'm stupid.
There we go. First one on the left.
First one on the left, this
Nope, this way.
one. This one.
You're doing great.
Ooh.
you're back. Oh, you're back. And you're back. Yeah.
Actually, normal guy.
Remember when Sonya was tired and she was just writhing around on the floor?
Yes, I do. That was fun. We had fun. That was when we were watching. What was the movie we put on?
Look, here's me on top of the Empire State Building when I was.
Oh my Lanta.
It's when I went with other chicks.
Were you wearing an Iron Maiden shirt?
Yep.
That's hot. Respect.
I remember I had a one-night stand with this fucking idiot. He was a finance bro. And I wore that, almost that exact outfit. And he's just like, what's Iron Maiden? I'm just like, haha, you're being serious. He's just like, yeah, I haven't heard of them. Are they like metal? Or I'm just like, yeah. And at that point I knew, I'm just like, we're not compatible. I'm gonna we're gonna bang, I'm gonna sleep over, and he's gonna call me an Uber in the morning.
Yep.
I mean, did you tell him?
You know,
You can try to tell people things sometimes and they won't hear it.
yeah, he wasn't hearing anything. He was doing so much coke and fucking what do you things you crack and you sniff.
Oh, poppers.
Not poppers. Well, maybe
Whippets?
not whippets. It's not really a drug. It's like they give it to you to
Smelling
wake up
salts?
from. Yeah, smelling salts.
You just casually getting smelling salts?
Yeah, I mean, I
Just-
used to do them too.
Huffing ammonia? I
You're a
mean,
fucking
I've
psychopath.
done it at the gym a couple times, but like,
Yeah.
I guess I could see
Yeah, he just had like a little
wait a
Ziploc
minute.
bag.
That actually could go pretty hard. Like,
It
okay,
does.
I'm gonna write that one down in memory bank.
Yeah. Keep that up there.
Mhm.
You put it in a Ziploc bag, you
And
crack it, and then, yep, it works to last for a while. Not that I would know, but
I mean, I guess if you're drinking and need a pick me up.
Yeah, you're at the club, you dancing, and feeling a little tired.
I'm not sure about doing like smelling salts with cocaine.
Oh,
That's like a fast track for your
No,
heart
no,
to
no,
straight
no,
up
no.
explode.
yeah.
hopefully. It was also the worst lay of my life.
I could
You
imagine.
don't say.
It was awful.
You probably just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
No, probably.
The abs weren't worth it.
No stroke at all. I can see it. Yeah.
Mhm.
What's funny, recently he posted on Facebook that he got his heart broken. I'm just like, bro, what heart? Be so for real right now.
Patrick Bateman ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a whole routine and everything. Remember when I started that Destiny fan art and I just like didn't finish it? Or I'm too critical of myself to post it anywhere online?
I know, because it bangs. It's so
Go
good.
hard.
That is really good.
Mhm.
It's not
Well,
good
can
enough.
you finish it for me so I can get it printed and hang it on my wall?
Then I have to look at it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure this is my fucking magnum opus.
That one is really good. That's my character in our other campaign as the PogChamp.
Oh, I thought that said Obama.
No,
No,
PogChamp.
PogChamp.
Hey!
Little sticky hands. Bad airplane.
Because
Hi,
the winner of the Pog tournament got a bunch of tickets,
Mm.
and you trade them in for stuff. And you're
I
like,
keep
I got the
asking.
arcade.
I keep asking where Vecna is, and all Nick said was Vecna's a state of mind.
I told
How do you
him.
look
I
like-
told him. As soon as he we walked into the tavern. As soon as we were in the little town, and we went up to the shop, and the guy had a commemorative Pog Slammer, and I'm like, I like where this is going.
Mhm.
And then as soon as we walked into as soon as we then learned the lore of the town that they have local Pog tournaments, I was like, well, I'm gonna enter it. And because my character's a fighter with like 21 strength or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna win it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking like clocked out of most of that. I ended up stealing the commemorative Pog thingy
Nice.
and blaming it on
And,
someone
yeah,
else.
and planting it on like one of my opponents that we needed to get disqualified or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it was great.
For like no reason, really.
For
There
no
was
real reason. I was gonna kick his ass no matter what. Yeah.
her. I was a woman.
Oh yeah, it was a girl. That's right.
Mhm.
Sorry, it was a lady.
It was a
Her
lady
story.
dragonborn.
It was it was another dragonborn. That's right. But anyway, I'm PogChamp.
And then he had to go against this fucking like baby-looking dude, and he had a bib on that said "I heart porgs" instead of pogs. I like that shirt
Horse.
Or
so much.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see
rocking the members only jacket.
Yeah.
I love that.
Are we live right now?
We are
Pre-rolling.
Is the audio on?
audio, not visual.
What? Oh. Is that, are we
You
not
just
supposed to
hang
be
it
not
on
supposed to
the-
know that?
I don't want him to ask for it back.
Oh.
It's mine.
I think
it's been this long.
He still comes around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
He ain't
forgot
watching
what.
this.
No,
He
he's not.
ain't watching this.
I halfway charged my tablet today.
Proud of you.
I
Can
don't
you keep this
power.
over here? Otherwise, it's gonna end up in front of the camera. We have no space over here.
I think Sonia wants it.
I don't try it.
it's very good.
So fucking good.
Let me know when you're ready. Oh,
When you gonna get me? Why can't you see? Me after me. Yeah, then get up right from me and this one to take care of it.
I keep you hand me this and you're just like, I have no room over here, and I'm just like,
Skill issue.
Exhibit A,
Okay.
corner of the table.
I guess, yeah, there's like this tiny little.
Look, we have a little nugget now. We got a little.
But where's
little
Eric gonna roll his
people.
dice?
In the box.
On the laptop.
You also have a coaster.
Wow, do I?
Yeah, I put a coaster
Wow, what a
over
fucking
there.
concept.
Get it.
Alright.
I,
Miss girl.
I mean, you can have it over here. I just.
Sorry, I'm
It
just
smells good.
booking flights and they're annoying.
This is a good time. This is a good time to do this.
Crazy
No,
flights.
I'm just looking.
Sorry, I'm not listening to you. I'm just booking
I'm
flights.
just booking flights. Okay, bro. He's like, oh, you got that new job and he's getting paid now. He's like, I got places to go.
Where are you going?
Going to Connecticut for my dad's birthday.
Canada.
Connecticut. Oh wait.
Did you fucking say Canada?
You said you're big. Mm-hmm. This is
Mhm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
I said that hummus fucks.
Mm-hmm.
If only I liked hummus. I have the palate of like an 8-year-old. It's great.
You might like the chocolate hummus.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like chocolate. Yeah. Because it's like, you know, the hummus are really well done.
It's just like whipped brownie batter.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Which is awesome. It's a great concept.
With red pepper, do you like red pepper hummus? So chickpea
I mean,
hummus?
that's kind of, yeah. I do kind of like red pepper hummus, yeah.
No.
But it's honestly more of a texture thing. But I don't really like chickpeas in general.
Curry.
Like I've never really been a big fan of chickpeas.
Well, what's funny, I don't like the texture of hummus typically. I like hummus on something, which makes me think I feel like I would like grits if I had it on something. Or I would like or I would like cream of wheat if I had it on something. I just can't like
Yeah.
even applesauce. That's why I fucking shotgun the
Mm-hmm.
we'll like be about to be we'll be leaving the house and I'm just like going to eat something and I'll open an applesauce and just fucking yeah. Like sticking my Valentino back.
Sorry, I can't help but think grapefruit in your man.
I would.
When I hear that.
I can't stand you.
The only time I really like chickpeas is, you know, because I have a palate of 8-year-olds when you fry them, aka falafel.
Waffle's great. There's like the air fried chickpeas that are good too, where they're just like it's like a snack.
Yeah.
Ooh, because they're kind of crunchy. And like I think I like those chickpea chippy things.
Mhm.
Oh
Chickpea
yeah,
puffs that are at Unity. I think I like those. Those
You're
are,
my favorite
those are really
thing
good.
right now.
yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, I drive box
If you like those, do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
There's like a baby food that I devour anytime my niece and nephew come over because we get stocked up. It's just like little Cheeto puffs. but they're peanut butter.
Interesting.
I think they're called Bombas. BMBAS.
Mhm.
They're so
Oh, yeah.
good. They're so good.
And what's funny is like when you talk about like chickpea, it's the like hummus. I like chunky peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like
It's not
hummus.
grainy because hummus is kind of like the grain.
Yeah, it's because it's more grainy. Yeah, it's more grainy. Yeah, but I mean even like super like because there's some Publix makes their own peanut butter,
Mhm.
and I
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
get like their honey roasted chunky peanut butter,
Mhm.
and it's almost creamier.
Mhm.
But I like that. But I think to me chickpeas don't have like a lot of flavor to them.
Mhm.
So it's like they have like a very like neutral, earthy flavor and the texture when you make hummus. And I'm just like, no, thank you. But when you mix it with other stuff and you fry them like falafel, I'm like, yeah.
I do really like the chickpea pasta. I don't know if you ever had that.
Katie, can you get the light on the right?
Huh?
Just switch
You
on
might
the light switch on the
probably
right.
like it because it does feel a little.
I could probably eat that by the spoonful. It's so good. Will you make me a whole batch for myself?
Okay.
I'll pay you.
Chickpea pasta. We had the chickpea pasta one time, or did we have something else?
Like noodles. It's box mac and cheese with chickpea pasta.
Yeah, I think
I like to buy the black bean pasta, but you don't like it.
I get the protein pasta.
You bought the alternative. Yeah, you bought the alternative pasta the one time, and I hated it. Yeah, that's because I'm real Italian, not fake Italian.
Wow.
Nobody's fake Italian. She used to be Italian.
Now I know
It's
just to make you mad, I'll just take out spaghetti and
She's
just start
post
cracking.
Italian.
That's how I make spaghetti.
No.
Sandwich to dressing, post Italian.
And that's why you don't get to make pasta.
You can make all the pasta that your heart desires. You don't have to cook.
Right.
Just imagining you were like in the middle of making pasta and then like the change happens, you go post Italian, you're just like, fuck this.
I want a hamburger.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Cheating.
Armor class, speed, health.
Hey, we all had to find out for ourselves.
Every week, every time we
Every
play, we all forget what goes on the card.
Well, everyone
You
except
don't
I-
really
Jay.
even use it.
I just remember the only thing I got wrong this time was I switched where they went. I did hit points up
Why would
here.
you use orange? That's so unreadable.
Why would I use orange? Why wouldn't I use orange? Some of my favorite things are orange.
Like, good citrus.
Don't make it good. I like how you mock me, but you're the one you say it all the time too, in a non-mocking manner.
It's always mom.
And then a mockingbird.
A mockingbird.
Mock. Bing.
Bird.
Are we ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, so I don't know why something decided to go in my throat. I'm good.
Green
Um,
person.
So the last session, you guys fought a bunch of mechanical ducks and
Almost died.
almost died.
and didn't do great. Oh.
Sorry, I'm just trying to share it.
Oh yeah.
After you fought mechanical ducks, you went back to the Sanctum of the Raven Queen and reported what you found in the sewers. And the High Priest found out about the Black Hood guy that you had tied up in the other room. You interrogated the Black Hood guy and got in trouble with the High Priest.
I wouldn't say in trouble.
I mean, we didn't get in trouble.
We risked him. No,
Grim did get in
Grim
trouble.
very much got in trouble.
But apart from that, he did give you a quest to go check out Elliot to see what was up with him and the clerics that he sent out to check up on him. So before you did that, though, you went to one of the local taverns to get a good night's rest. While you were there, you played some Fizbin, and you
We won.
won a few rounds, yeah.
That's right.
Someone almost stole from Santi, and Moxie performed a little bit.
Zebo did the robot.
Zevo did the robot. And Grim tried to go home, but turned around when he decided it was not safe. We ended with you guys finding some rooms and going to bed, and Moxie had another dream that pulled her closer to the book that you are storing in your bag.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of Grim walking back. Can't have shit in Ember Hall.
After your dream, Moxie, you woke up about an hour before sunrise. And I think you said you were writing in your journal during that hour. So I'm going to need you and Grim to do perception checks. Grim with
I had that
disadvantage.
weird dream again. The one with Timothy Oliphant? No, the other one.
An 11.
Two.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say with an 11, you are woken out of your sleep by some kind of noise. You were too asleep to understand what the noise was, but it did wake you up. You look around the room. I'll say make another perception check to look around the room.
I'm just gonna say, you didn't tell any of us about the dudes in the black hoods.
I did not. I was very embarrassed.
Does not surprise me you got pipped at your job.
16.
16. You wake up from your slumber and you look around your room and you see a shadow of a person coming in your window.
I am going to. Is Moxie awake?
You are here? Well, actually, yes, she is. So you're awake on your bed. You are here. There's supposed to be a bed there, but there's not. The window would be here.
Am I? So I'm alone in my room then.
Mhm.
All right.
Did we determine where I was?
I think you bunked with.
That's right.
Yeah.
I did bump with that.
How high up are we off the ground? Is the window like
Second
ground
floor.
level?
Second
floor.
Okay, Sarah.
I am gonna turn the light on. That's right. Oops. I'm gonna cast light
Okay.
on my hand.
Okay.
I'm carrying like a lantern. See my room a little bit better. See out the window as well.
You cast light and you see in front of you a hulking figure. And as you turn on the light, he goes ahead and jumps you.
Oh.
So,
Is it the zombie clot?
everyone roll initiative.
Shit.
Everyone?
Hot start.
Pretty good.
No. It's like the lowest initiative I've taken in my life.
What is that? That's a 4. That makes that 6. Zebo was big to rise.
Damn it.
Honestly, good trajectory.
Damn it.
Too much speed. too hard.
Santi, you didn't write your initiative on the other side.
Oh shit.
It's not like we could see it anyway with that fluorescent orange.
Oh my god.
Almost.
This stream is becoming less and less ADA compliant by the session.
Caitlin.
Use my legal name. Now I'm gonna get doxxed.
What is that? What is doxed?
Doxed means
Private information on everywhere.
yeah.
Um,
Like to be
Address.
doxed is to have all of your information, like your home address, your phone number, email, leaked online.
Yeah.
So it's an acronym?
I don't-
Sex.
no, not an acronym.
Just nick it.
Limony?
Yeah,
Just a snake.
in a way.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank
Lemony.
you.
Lemons.
The third funniest person you know.
hard being at the top.
Ugh.
I feel like a horse girl today. My bow, my side pony little thing.
I just love when the horse like
Folds it over.
and it's just like eyes and nostril. It's so
Sonya
good.
has
I'm gonna take a
successfully
picture
doubled our.
sometime.
Yeah, it's gonna get our
our
viewer count's gonna
Yeah.
I've worn it tube
Sure.
top almost every stream, so
Yeah.
it's just gonna be my thing.
Yeah.
Your things bows, my things tube tops.
Yeah,
I added the bow because I wanted to have horse girl energy today.
I like it. You
Horses
can
are
always wear bows.
great.
I mean, any of you could wear bows.
We should
I
just
do
all wear
sometimes.
bows. I have
No,
a
I-
nice one.
I'm doing necklaces for my gimmick.
Yeah.
I got weird t-shirts.
You do have
I
weird
got the weird
t-shirts.
t-shirts on.
What's
my
his thing?
Sunglasses.
Being cool.
I guess.
Yeah, I got
There's
sunglasses.
a sunglasses every time.
I like cute.
And his smile.
Whoa!
Okay.
And then Steve is the DM.
What? Who told you?
Oh my god, a thug? He said a thug.
So,
It's a fun. It's a fun.
oh, great. You are the first in line. So,
I
you
don't
see-
like our team synergy. Sucks. We have two bad bitches.
Two
Unbelievable.
bad bitches. Two
I
bad
didn't
bitches.
write that.
Two bad bitches and their friends.
Katie. Oh, that is. Yeah, that's Katie's handwriting. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can read it.
I'm gonna yell
Ah!
at top of my lungs to alert everyone that there are beasts upon us.
Does that mean we get to roll initiative again?
No, it means you get to roll perception checks.
Yay. I'll take it.
Alert!
I'm gonna use Hecate. Better. Not by much, but better.
11.
11.
16?
16.
You go? Perception.
I'm sorry, perception. I'm blanking right now.
Stop ordering flights during the stream.
I'm not.
That's not. You're gonna get
He's doing
doxxed.
something different this time.
Camera.
That is
No,
going
I
to
don't
be.
think-
What is that? 17?
Oh, maybe.
18.
18. All right, you all hear him.
Yeah, actually, I maybe don't do that because you can see your fucking lot.
Oh shit.
At least he wasn't on like Jerkmate or something, you know?
This time.
I-
Last session he was.
Just
Yeah,
casually on my
fast.
student loans website.
Ray of enfeeblement on the big boy.
Okay.
So please make a con save.
Get feed, nerd.
You're stinky.
That's going to be a 3.
Yes. Okay, so on a failed save, target at disadvantage on strength based d20 test for the duration.
Nice.
During that time, it also subtracts 1d8 from all its damage rolls.
Ooh, okay.
You have to repeat that save at every end of your turn.
Okay.
Or I guess he does. Okay, that's my action. Bonus action.
Oh my god, I never put my.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Oh, create like a little floating mace.
Cool.
Floating mace.
I speak sacred words into my pocket, and a big mace pops out. Lo 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 lo.
Hey, you
I
wanna,
understood that reference.
You want to help out? Or?
Yeah. If your button gear. I can immediately make one melee spell attack.
Nice.
Do all of our rooms have windows or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume the windows are along the back wall here.
Yeah, directly across from the door.
Okay.
It would be pretty bad if they were like on the other walls.
Right. So just see another.
Hello.
Does a 9. Does a 14 hit?
Sorry, hold on. 14 does hit you.
Okay. Force damage equal to 1d8. Let's go. Alright, that is 9 damage, 9 force damage.
Okay.
And that's action and bonus action. So I'm done.
Nice. Okay. That brings him down pretty far. It is his turn next. It'll actually be his turn and his friend's turn. Because as he takes his turn, you see his friend jump in through the window too.
Jesus Christ.
It's kind of crowded in there, but they'll get along.
It was nice knowing you, Grim.
I've got a bar in my pocket. It's okay.
Let's see, he's going to.
I've got a zero in my front pocket, a zero in my front pocket.
16
is that
to
a
hit.
Vivo in your pocket, or are you just having a zero?
That is 4 bludgeoning damage as he swings his mace at you. And then he's got another attack. That's a 14 to hit.
That needs it. Yeah.
And 7 bludgeoning damage.
And he takes a minus 1d4 to that. So you're going to roll that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. I use my d4 as a weapon.
Oh.
I trust you.
Shouldn't.
I shouldn't. So 6. And then he gets to roll a con save.
Oops. That's going to be 7, 8.
That does not. That fails.
Okay. And now it's the other thug's turn.
Oh, you also roll for concentration, right? Keep concentration up there. Yes.
Right, yes.
I gotta roll. It's gotta be above a 10. 11. First hit. 8. Okay.
Well, wouldn't it be
Plus, it's a constitution, so it's plus your constitution.
10.
Okay. You're good. Okay, so yeah, it's the other guy's turn. And he, because his friend is in there with you, is going to have advantage. Okay, thank you. That's going to be 18 to hit.
Yeah. Yep.
5 bludgeoning damage.
How hard do you think it would be?
17 to hit.
Yeah.
7 bludgeoning damage.
For you and Bebo, not for me.
Oh,
Okay,
Grim's over here
concentration
getting
on Raven Fiedelman.
Is done.
Done.
Okay. Santi, you hear this commotion going on in the room next door. What do you do?
Sorry, so was I the only one that heard it then?
Well,
Everybody.
the DC was done.
DC, okay,
What's up?
I was.
Yeah, get it, Grim. Yeah.
He's taking 2 at once.
The door swing out or in?
Oh my God. That is too much meat to handle.
Boo! Wanted to kick the door in and hit those dweebs.
Into me and kill me.
Well, no, they're in the way. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna rally here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I try to open the door. Is the door unlocked?
Would you have that
You sure wanna?
room?
Unfortunately, probably.
Yeah.
If we're being
Wait, I have
honest.
to check.
You can try to bust it too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, what kind of doorknobs are on these?
This is a pretty shitty hotel, or a pretty shitty tavern. The doorknobs are metal, but they don't.
Are they round twisties, or are they like...
Yeah.
like twisties? Yeah, I mean, I guess, and is that where the lock, is the lock on the handle, or is it on like a digital kind of deal?
Yeah, the lock.
On the handle? Okay. If it's on the handle, I'm gonna try to karate chop the doorknob right off of there so I can unlock the door. I think that's like the best way.
Okay.
18.
That'll do it.
I guess damage then too?
Yeah.
6.
6 is not quite enough. You hit it, but it does not reach its damage threshold.
We'll occupy the I mean, we gotta get this bitch open, so I guess I'm gonna I'll use a key point. Just do some Fury Blows on it then too, get another attack in. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah,
30 20?
do it.
That'll be a 9.
The door does not budge.
Good lord!
Oh,
Wait, I'm
that's
trying to
so
chop the
funny.
handle or the doorknob.
Oh,
Like I want it so because if I figure if I chop the doorknob right off, like I hammer the doorknob off, I'll be able to just pull the door open.
what was the first damage roll?
6. So 6 and 9. So
I would say, yeah, okay, that'll do it. Yeah.
okay. So I mean, with that, I guess it would be an action to then open the door, then, right?
I'll call that a bonus action since now it's not an action.
Well, so I've used my bonus action for Fury Blows.
Oh,
If you got rid of the doorknob, though, wouldn't it just swing open?
yeah. Basically, but just swing it all the way.
So swing it all the way open would still be like an action. Okay.
A bonus action.
Okay. Well, then that would be my turn since I'm out of actions and stuff. But at least we can open the door now. So. Excellent. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna take another piece of movement just like get out of the way, so if anybody else comes up to open the door, they can without being people.
Sarah, you hear the commotion going on, and then you hear Sun T breaking the door handle.
Mm.
He's shopping.
What the hell?
What the heck?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All face through the door. Sick. Hey, that one opens in.
Do I have line of sight to any of the critters?
Yeah, I'll say you can see that guy.
Roll
So
the
wait,
hit.
I start blast.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
And then because it's my first thing, Red Ambusher. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
1d8. Sorry, 4, 7. 7. 17 for the first arrow. Eight for the second arrow.
Sorry. Give me just 2 seconds. I changed the wrong number.
Those pink dice you have are so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones you bought at Renfair, right? The fancy ones?
These ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're so cool looking. I like that. They have like that matte finish to them almost.
What did you say the damage was?
17 on the first one and 8 on the second one. So 25 total. Technically, it's from a vicious longbow, so I got such magical damage.
Anything else?
Oh wait, shit, before that I cast Hunter's Mark.
Sure, okay. No. After that.
Fine,
You can
after
say
that
it.
I cast Hunter's Mark.
You can say it.
On Big Boy. Yeah, I always forget Hunter's Mark. Always.
Oh, good.
Got your fancy things.
Like, out of order? Did those hooligans on Wednesday or Tuesday put them out of order?
Hooligans.
Ta-da.
Get marked in there.
He looks so pretty.
Alright. Is that good?
Does Hunter's Mark do anything for us or only you?
Just me.
Miss Moxie.
Moxie, bad bitch.
Can I see the guys out the window?
Make a perception check.
Wait, did I see them with my perception check?
9.
No, it's an initial perception check to see the guys at the window. The initial perception check was to hear Grimmer's out.
But you do hear the commotion.
Okay.
probably share space. Or I could have taken a 5-foot step back.
We can share space during a turn. And I will armor of Agathis on myself as a bonus action. Don't get hurt. And then I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him. Oh, I get to reroll ones!
Hooray! Your brother.
That's better. 19 to hit.
That'll do.
And don't forget, whenever you get hit, I think Armor of Agathis does like 5 cold damage or something like that.
Cool.
9 blasting damage.
So anyway,
I start blasting.
So did you guys? Is that a full set of mini dice?
Yes.
They're so cute.
I like babies. They're like little jelly beans.
So
Okay, that's what I do.
just don't eat
That's it.
Maybe, hold on.
Forbidden nerds.
That's actually what you need, Eric. You need like one of those the itty bitty D4.
Why is that? Oh, for Bebo. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got very defensive for no reason.
For real.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Zebo's turn.
Alright, just for reference, on what level of this hotel are we on? The second?
Second.
Here's a thing for Evo.
For Bebo? Okay. So I can tell the commotion's coming from Grim's room.
Yeah, you watched me run out, because remember we're
Yeah, that's true. And where's the window in this room?
Oh, actually, now that it's your turn, make it perception.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Plus. God damn it, stop going to sleep. It's a 10.
10 is enough. That was the DC. You do see that there are 2 more people on a building across the alleyway there with arrows pointed at the windows.
I see Sarah run out the room, and I turn. I like kind of have like a moment where I turn and I look at the window. I go, interesting. And then I launch Bebo out the window.
Nice.
And he goes, well, actually, he's gonna be like, I'll basically like, I stick my hands through the glass, like punch it through, and stick him against the wall,
Okay.
because he is able to, like.
It's got static on.
Well, I don't. It says he can walk or climb 15 feet with legs. I don't know if that gives him the ability to spider climb though.
Probably not.
Okay.
But
then I
there
shoot
is-
him.
There is a little ledge.
Oh, okay. Then I like, they're just out there, and they just see a hand go through the window before I gently place Peepo on the ledge.
Automatically dance to your windowsill, just like kind of.
So he's out there, and I go, okay, Peepo, please show them no mercy. So I create Eldritch Cannon, and with my bonus action, Actione, this will be Force Ballista style. I am going to shoot my Force Ballista at that one, and that 17.
17 will hit.
Fuck yeah. 8. I'm really bad at this. Which one is, where's my D8? Is there my D8? Oh, I do. That'll be, ooh, that's 13 force damage.
Nice.
You just see, they're like, kind of like, what the hell is that little device? And then you see like kind of like a little light emanate.
Charging something up? It's gonna shoot at me? It's coming at me. It hit me.
You're
Yeah, and it shoots him and probably goes like through like the muscle.
Knock back.
It does knock back 5 whole feet.
Nice.
Thank you for reminding me.
So they are standing on a building, so there is more roof for him to go back on.
Yeah, it's pushed 5 feet away.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I wonder what they're standing on because it sounds like they're outside. Or yeah.
And they are okay. Does he also have plenty of room as well? Damn it! It's so cool.
Just shoves them off.
But yeah, he gets slapped in the face with 13 force damage.
Yeah.
And just so you know, because I'm just gonna be a good player. Debo does have a health pool.
Have a what?
Have a health pool. Like he has health like any other player. He's basically a player that I create.
Yeah.
I just noticed because you haven't been swinging at people a lot. Not saying you should, but
You definitely don't have to. In
yeah.
fact, I think we would discourage it.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Is that your turn?
That will end my turn. Actually, yeah, that ends my turn.
Bebo probably has high AC because he's so little.
What does Bebo have? That is a great question. Bebo never gets fucking
I wouldn't be surprised if
hit.
you
He
shared
has
this.
an AC of 18.
Is that the same as yours?
And number of hit points equal to 5 times your artificer level.
Kitty Scout comes
So
back
15
up
HP.
to his previous position, and you know what? Bebo shot at him, so he's gonna shoot at Bebo.
Oh no!
Yeah, you brought this upon yourself.
You did.
You brought this upon your Bebo.
That is 17 to hit.
Nope. Bebo, like, Matrix Neo dodges, like,
And that's lower, so neither of them. This guy. You know what? He's gonna.
I need to know if I need to flip you off.
He's going to try an acrobatics move, athletics move. Fail spectacular. He's going to try to jump onto this ledge, grab the edge of it, and then just hang there. And so
That end his turn.
that ends his
Good
turn.
luck with that saving.
Oh my god, Bebo's about to have, is gonna do some Macaulay Culkin Home Alone shit right now.
I love that for him.
Stump those little fingers.
After that, you guys hear outside. He feels like it's somewhere in the alleyway. You hear, "Grab the dwarf and let's go!"
That's you!
Well, I mean, it could also be Bebo. Zebo, sorry. It could also be Zebo. Zebo is a dwarf, just a
We
dwarf.
know.
Oh, no, sorry, no. Sorry.
Dwarf man's model. We got
Wow,
this.
I get it. We all look the same.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
The source of the voice attempts an athletics check to try to jump up onto the ledge here. Does not make that attempt, however. So you still don't see him yet. But you did hear him, and it is your turn.
Get out of the room.
Yep. On hearing that, I'm gonna use my action to disengage. And I got 30 feet. So 5,
Tweezers doing
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You know, I think he hits it.
You're gonna use my action.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, actually, I do. I was so drunk, I forgot to take it off. I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Yeah, Eric, shut the hell up.
heal myself. Okay. With healing
Oh, so self-soothing.
or your love, your kindness.
And people like you.
You can't remember what you did drunk, neither can they.
Solid logic.
3, 4, thank you. That's 7, 10 hit points back. Okay.
That's mostly what you took me down to, right?
No,
Wow.
I am just barely not bloody now.
Oh, shit.
And that's my turn.
I think you mean to say.
Not this shit again.
All right, it is the Thug's turn. So after the end of your turn, Moxie, you will have to have gone to separate spaces. So
I would have came back.
cool.
Yep.
Cool. So it's the Thug's turn. This guy is going to go to the door.
Should have shut the door on your way out.
I was looking for spells. I can do that one. Barricade.
Let's see.
The little mage hand, hold it.
He's going to try to knock you off the because this is open to the bottom of the tower.
No.
That's going to be his strength versus
my dexterity.
dexterity or strength. whichever one you use.
Save or check?
Yours would be a save.
21.
Mm.
21. Can you
Versus-
do something for me?
Versus his 16. So yeah, he tries to shove you. Did you dexterity?
Yep.
So yeah, you just bounce out of the way. And this, I'm going to say that moves him here because he's going to follow through with his.
The JoJo meme play to be continued.
Flank
then
sandal.
this guy is going to come over here.
No, now I'm being flanked.
Everyone say hi to me and the kids.
Hi.
We love you.
This song to you get an opportunity.
Have a glorious being.
Actually, yeah, Santi, you have an
I
opportunity.
wasn't sure because it wasn't.
Say that
Wait,
one.
no, I had the opportunity to attack on this guy. Because okay, he goes back. So I roll with advantage.
No.
No, just roll.
So regular melee attack.
And do I roll to hit or do I roll right to damage? Okay. I was right. I think I've done attacks on changing. Wow, that sucks. 9. Wait, 10.
10 does not hit. Alright, so he goes up to Grim and he's going to try to grapple you.
Do I need to make a contesting throw?
Yeah.
Check.
That'll be his strength versus your either dexterity or strength. Whichever way you want
Strength. Saving throw or just roll?
to say.
12.
You roll a natural one. So, is that strength or dexterity?
That was strength.
Strength, okay. So, like, he, goes to grab you and then you just, break free of his arms immediately. He's got 4 arms, so you, are breaking away 4 arms. Santi, it's your turn.
Neat. Do I have advantage on this fella? Then? Because we're kind of flanked because he's in between. He's
Correct.
between us?
Yes.
And that's just advantage on attack roll?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that dude.
I'm gonna hit him. Now keep him, sir. Now keep him.
21.
That does.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now I gotta remember to roll my d8 this time, since I'm using my
So you got
staff.
the D&D campaign based off of Anastasia.
That would be a 6 damage.
6.
Anastasia.
To that guy.
This fella, yeah, this guy. 6 damage to that guy.
Oh my god, we should have a girls' night and watch Anastasia and eat popcorn.
Okay.
Popcorn. On the mic.
ASMR. I also love it.
D&D ASMR. Watch us get our ass kicked.
No!
I'll also do my Fury of Blows.
Okay.
That's now with advantage, so right? Or is that also with As
As long as you got flanking
Are you
position.
hitting him?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're flanking.
Right. But I didn't know if bonus
I
actions
can
also.
handle.
I didn't know if bonus actions also granted that. That would be 13 to hit.
That doesn't.
Wait, was that does not?
That
Or
does hit.
Does hit.
Alice said, haha.
That will be another 6 damage.
Who's Jeff?
I guess I will stay there. I don't really. I'm not really worried about being attacked or anything really because we're all in it. So I won't use my free disadvantage that I get for being a cool monk. So I think that will be, and I'd like to keep my spot for advantage. So I think it'll be my turn. Hi, both of you. Hi, both doggos.
Sira.
Oh boy.
I would have never wanted more to shoot someone off a building than I have right now. And I better get
God's
advantage.
plan.
God's plan.
We don't sing Drake in this house.
Sorry.
How tall is the balcony?
It's the second floor, so it's not too far up.
10, 12 feet.
So,
Can I roll an acrobatics check to?
purposely go down the first floor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I spot her?
Spotter.
I'm gonna. So I'll
Spotter,
jump.
I hardly know
I'll
her.
jump up, and then my foot will land on her hands, and then she'll flip me over.
Okay, yeah.
I'll use that as my bonus action.
There you
That's alright. It's your help action.
15.
I'll say that does it, yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna pop a shot at Mr. Hunter's mark.
He is going to get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. I'm just trying to get out of the way.
This dude's like hanging on the wall.
Where's that? That's a dirty 20 to hit.
No hits.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Eleven.
11 is exactly his AC.
Damn.
1d8.
They have 11 AC. What about your chumps?
2d6.
Why? What the fuck was with those ducks then?
Also, you know what I realized? So not only does Dread Ambusher give me plus 10 feet to my first turn and gives me an extra attack on my first turn, I actually also get an additional 1d8 damage. So on my first turn, I do 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 14. Oh, Hunter's Mark too.
All the dice.
La, 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 la.
Oh my god.
12, 13, 14, 15.
You rolled all those dice that you only had one hit point left. How do you want to do this?
So I'm trying to like do a backflip, and he tries to swipe at me and gets me in the fucking side, and I'm like, ugh, and then I still flip to the floor, and I'm like, die! And I hit him.
Nice.
I'm real sorry, but I gotta kill you now.
That ain't so nice, mister.
That will move your hunter's mark to this side.
Sure.
Okay.
Whoa, your 100 mark is to move for free?
Yeah.
Killing enemy? That's cool. That's
Free
free.
real estate.
That's so cool. It's free real estate.
I'll say it hits him in like between the eyes, and he kind of topples over.
Yeah.
He flips over the railing and lands up his way on the first floor. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Moxie, your turn.
Me. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
And then he stopped. Like,
Moxie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how's that guy looking? Really?
He's pretty fucked up. He is bloody.
Oh, he's bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the guys out the window yet?
Make a perception check. I mean, you're not in a position where you can see a window at the moment. So. Now make a perception check.
7.
Yeah, let's see.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The guy. This dice, I don't know what it is. It's not working. Hecate, come on. Well, here, it's these two. Alright. Let's try fire. Cocked!
Hey,
Mother of pearl! I got an 8.
you're gonna get demonetized, Sonia.
Gotta be monetized first. That does not hit. Is there anything else?
No, I'm just gonna keep backing up a bit. It's here.
Back it up.
Back it
up.
in. Back it in.
Here you go.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Go.
I will go ahead and give you for free that now that you're there, you can see Zebo there, and Zebo is looking out the window, and you can like figure out from that there are people outside.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Well, let me see if I have a bonus action. Oh, you're okay. Oh, I really gotta figure out what the fuck this means. I will do nothing. Yep, that's what I'll do.
And you will like it.
I will like it.
That's what you'll do.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what the Pact of the Blade shit is. It's very confusing.
So I'm gonna just say
Check you, boo.
Steven M. Luck sitting in a tweet. A-I-F-F-I-N-G.
Zebo.
Alright, so, to start off, I'm going to launch a firebolt out the window to hit this guy. Does a 12 hit?
Sorry. A12 does not hit.
Fuck! So I throw it, misses. Bebo pops goes, or it would be along the edge, so, right? Can Bebo move
Yeah.
along the ledge? So 5, 10, 15, and is going to launch an Eldritch Cannon at the currently crestfallen assassin. I'm assuming that is with advantage.
Why would you assume that?
Because you can't fucking move,
Yeah,
Steve.
he's hanging on the ledge.
He is a smaller target now, though,
He's prone.
Steve!
He's prone.
You're killing me.
too.
So no advantage?
Why would you get advantage?
Because he's hanging on the ledge.
Because he's hanging on the ledge.
That would give you disadvantage.
What?
No, the enemy is hanging on the ledge.
Oh!
The enemy's hanging from the ledge. And you know what? I can see both arguments on that one. So DM's calling a no advantage. Sorry, buddy.
Well, he's prone, right? That would be a prone condition.
Very
Which
simple.
would give him disadvantage.
If the guy's prone.
Whatever, I'm just rolling. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm still upset. Alright, so that is dirty 20 will hit. Am I correct to assume that? That's 3, so it's going to be 6 force damage. So the assassin, I imagine, is kind of huffing, finally gets his elbow up and is able to freely turn his head and just sees Bebo walk up, kind of tilt its head a little. And you gotta be like, oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. And it's kind of a piss poor shot, but it kind of glances off the top of his head, but it still pushes him back 5 feet.
Yeah, it's he's not back.
6 force damage.
I'm going to give him a strength check to see if he can hold on.
I'm sorry.
Or that's not a check.
Wouldn't that be overridden by the 5 feet pushback? Because Force Ballista automatically.
You are correct. Yeah, he falls down into the alleyway, which will give him 3 points of damage.
Prone condition.
Oh god, here we go.
On the thing,
Keep going.
you have disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against you has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Oh.
And that's gonna be a real.
Look at me. We are the DM now.
And also rewatching this after is great. Lucas gave you a will actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right, it is the scouts' turns.
Does he land in a dumpster?
I'm blushing.
That's very good. I like that a lot. That was very good. It's good work.
Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
Oh, man.
Shut up, Steven.
Okay. The scout is going to shoot at Bebo. That is an 18 to hit.
I have 18 AC, so
That
that
hits.
does not hit.
That does hit.
It does not hit.
That does hit.
I have 19 AC. Hey.
That's going to be 3 piercing damage. Or no. No, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong dice. That is my bad. 4 piercing damage.
Okay. So I just have to do mental math because it doesn't let me calculate the math.
And then he's going to shoot again
So that brings
with
me
an
to
8 to hit, so that's not going to do it.
Oh wait, never mind. It
If
does
only,
let me.
if only computers had some kind of document you could take notes on.
Now lets me do it.
And then some other kind of app that you could do calculations on. If only our computers had those things.
I'm gonna roll a d20 to smack you. Oh my god, I rolled a nat one.
You hit yourself, got it.
Well, the cool thing is, you roll that one.
Oh wait.
So it's not. Is that a D? It's not a D20, is it?
That is a d20.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like
Takes a sweat.
You gave me these dice.
Oh, it was in like a mass pack.
This guy is going to go through a window on the first floor.
There you
Oh
go.
no.
Wow.
Oh, he's coming at him right after
Go
Sarah.
for Sarah.
Put on your 3D glasses, bitch, because it's coming at you.
That is a 23 to hit.
No, thank you. In the arms of an angel.
3 piercing damage.
How many?
Shit out of your ears, Caitlin.
And then
Jeffrey?
for his second attack,
Oh, he gets
Second.
2.
No.
14 to hit.
That's my AC. If he
He's getting
hits,
lucky.
he sits.
That is 10 damage.
Oh lord.
Whoa.
And how did you reduce?
I'm on
Um,
the verge of being more bloodied than I've ever been bloodied before.
The guy who was calling out before is going to try to jump again. With a 23, he does it. He is up here.
Oh, he has a hood.
Uncircumcised.
And then he's going to use his. He's going to grab a scimitar out of its sheath and strike at Bebo.
Bebo, no.
They write themselves, really.
That's a natural 20.
Oh no.
Remember when you said, "Oh, by the way, Bebo has a health pool"? Shut up.
Yeah, you're like the kid in the classroom who's just like, Miss, we had homework last night. You want us to turn it in? Shut up!
15 slashing damage.
Oh.
Bebo gets smashed to pieces.
Oh.
Bebo, no.
Now,
His wizard hat falls.
now
to the
Zebo
No, it's
is,
top hat, top hat.
is the intellectual, level-headed person, but upon seeing
He's gonna go into hyperdrive.
Zero's eyes turn red.
Yeah.
Activate instant kill.
That is the bandit captain's turn. Now it is Scrim. Where's the
Zebo just has one instance of power word kill that he doesn't know it's unlocked yet, and that activated him.
I am gonna run up.
I am here to kill people and drink milk, and I am
Yeah.
out of milk.
And I cannot drink milk.
And I'm going to roll to hit inflict wounds.
It's with advantage.
Okay, and 18. So I'm assuming it's a 20 something hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's so you have to make a con saving throw.
That will be a
I
15.
think I can make another.
That eats it. You still take half damage. 7 and 6 is 13. So 7. It's roll up, roll down. For half damage, would that roll up or roll down? If I rolled a 13. Okay, so you take 7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to bring Macy 5, 10, and roll to hit.
You know, just for the sake of memes, I'm keeping track. Every time Beepo is destroyed, we get a new version of Beepo. So we will be on Beepo 2.0.
Does
We'll see how many Beepos we go through.
Does a 7 hit? No? Okay.
Not quite.
Damn. And that is going to be it for me.
Alright.
They do something similar in Destiny with the Exos. Like, anytime the Exos die and they get reborn, they'll get a dash number by their name.
Ooh.
Actually, it's when their memories are wiped,
Wow. Fucking
but
nerd.
not when,
Basically dead.
not when they die. No, you can get your memory back for that die.
He's gonna go after you.
Living for.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
I'm looking
4
on this
bludgeoning
side to see the
damage.
turn order, and I keep like, stopping myself. I'm like, dang it.
Get your big ass head out of the way.
I'm trying not to puke.
Yo.
And that's 11 hit.
Does
11 hit?
jumping out
Yeah,
the
doesn't-
window
Okay.
constitute an action or bonus action?
If the
Probably bonus.
alligator
Okay, that's
thug
fine.
is just
I'm
like
going to fuck away with that.
swinging at Grim, trying to pick him up, and doesn't have time for much else. It's on TV.
I'm gonna whoop on that dude with my bow. Or my
whoop.
staff. That's still advantage, right?
Yes.
18 to hit.
That'll do it.
1d8 plus 4 damage here. Hey, 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to take my 3-section staff here, and I just like kind of crouch down and knock his legs out from under him, and then just smack him right between the eyes.
He is dead.
I get shivers every time he says it. How do you want to do it?
Do I get any kind of cool? How does So then, like, if I wanted to jump down on the balcony to the lower floor, is that high enough to where it constitutes some kind of save where I have to see if I take damage, or is that not high enough to where?
You can make an athletics check to see if you can do it.
Or
Or
acrobatics.
acrobatics. Yeah.
I did a flippy flip.
Yeah. My acrobatics is better, so I'm also gonna try and do a cool flippy flip. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a cool flippy flip.
Okay.
And land behind that dude who's on the first floor there.
Okay.
Neat. That's a 19.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cool. I do a cool like back handspring thing, and I land just like right here. And that's my bonus action. So wait, yeah, would that be my bonus action, or would that just be tied to movement?
Movement.
I noticed that. It's funny.
I'm gonna go ahead and then use a. Actually, you know what? No, I'll save one of my focus points. Then I don't want to use. I think that will be my. That'll be my turn.
Cool. All right, Sarah. That's how you
You know,
activate
he
your
can
bow.
serve. Yep. Can I hit him, sir? I'm gonna hit him. Does a 21 hit?
Oh yeah.
1d8. 1d6. 2d6. Wow. Yahtzee. 3, 6, 9.
Damn, she's fine.
Shake it to me one more time. Get low. Get low. 3, 6, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
Dang, Jesus. You just have such a knack for making those broken characters.
Archers.
Sorry. So how much was that again?
17.
Okay. How do you do this?
How dare you hit me?
Just how dare you?
This guy is a shit. What do you call those the snake people?
Oh,
So,
Wanty.
Wanty.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Cobra Kai.
Suspiciously close to sun.
Anyway, he's dead.
What do
You
you call snake
can't.
people?
You are
My
unable to
ex.
see those two.
Dragonborn?
Are you? No, it's blocking the camera.
And we're cockroach.
Are you
That's a pretty
able?
good
Are you able to move your hunter's mark to these people if you can't see them?
I actually read it's a bonus action, so on my next round, I could. I think it also has to be within 30 feet
Oh, yeah, that would probably.
or 90 feet.
Oh, 90.
90, that's a lot.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. I guess. Yeah. He's probably the only one I would have direct line of
To be
sight
clear, we don't get bonuses on Hunter's Mark. do we?
No, just me. Okay, good.
Get your own.
Yeah, get your own hunter's mark. Can't you just make one?
So is that your turn?
Anytime someone says that, I just have to like multi-class into that class to like get the ability.
Okay, I'm gonna say there's a weird hooded guy over here, and I can see him right from here.
Apologies. I should have
No.
said
The window?
something sooner.
The window is right
Oh, get in there.
here.
Oh, I was gonna thunderwave his ass. Do you want to hit the guy on the roof?
No, I want to hit the hooded guy.
Aw.
Moxie can always just take a 5-foot step back too.
Oh, and I was here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I
Yeah,
can-
perfect. 30.
Blast them and then 5-foot step out.
Well, I didn't know you were.
There's a child in chat, Eric. You
Oh,
in the
no.
comments.
Alice, you should know what that means.
that's why I said that.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. The hooded guy.
Sorry.
No, I'm not. Got a 9.
Mwah. Sorry.
And take a step back. That's all I do.
That's all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bored. I'm boring, not bored. I'm
Dang.
boring.
Rude.
Little Freudian slip
I
there.
worked so hard on this.
No,
Uh,
I'm boring.
Zebo, your turn.
We gotta sit down. You have to help me with her.
Alright, upon
Figure
seeing
it out.
Bebo
Yeah.
get smashed, Zebo is going to hurtle over the window and stand on the ledge.
Easy enough.
With that, what?
Easy enough.
Okay. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to shift 5. Basically be right in front of him.
Okay.
And I just go, you smashed Bebo. That was an error. And then I'm going to thunderwave him.
Ooh, thunder.
You have the thunder.
So that's a 15-foot cube.
Mm.
Originating from me. They must make a Constitution saving throw of 14. I'll have that. On a failed save, the creature takes. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed on. Okay, half and isn't pushed.
So he rolled a natural 20 on his save.
Are you serious? So he doesn't get pushed off the ledge.
But he does take half damage.
Alright, I guess that's I'm gonna die now. What is that, 2d8? Plus, sorry. I'm really bad at this, I should have known. That is a 7, so 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it. That uses one of my spell slots too. That was
All right. Anything else?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. Let me just double check. Wait, do I have 2 weapon fighting? I have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
Wait, can I push him? With my bonus action?
Not with your bonus action. No.
Oh. You may take an attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon. You can make 1 extra attack as a bonus action later on the same turn. Oh, but that's only if I attack. Lame. Okay. In that case, what? I moved like 15 feet, so I'm going to. Is this engage a bonus action?
No, actually.
Shit, I kind of screwed the pooch here. Alright,
Hey.
there's nothing I can do.
People make mistakes when they're angry.
It's true.
Yeah.
Zebo does not get angry.
So that's your turn.
Should we give him a weapon? Yeah.
Okay. The scout is going to go after. Zebo. Moxie, is that where you are?
Huh?
Is that where you are?
I'm not upside down. Yes, actually, I'm doing a handstand. Is that what that's called? Where you have your hands on the ground, your feet are in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a handstand. Why not?
The first attack is a. What is that? That is a 12 to hit.
No, doesn't.
That's not much better. That's a 9 to hit.
Nope.
So you just feel the wind of arrows going right past you. And it is the end of the captain's turn. So he is going to go after Zebo. This is
You don't like it?
Like caramel.
that's a natural 20.
The apple wasn't good.
Apple.
He's got his scimitar out already, so he's going to swing that at you. 11 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
And he's got one more attack. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 6 slashing damage.
Still.
I mean, at least we know there's somebody that can repair you in town.
Yeah.
Grim, your turn.
Okay. Would I be able to see them out of this window?
Not from where you are.
Like if I walked into this room, I'm
Yes.
saying. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then Alright. I'm not gonna, well, I guess I'm gonna pet you.
Can't wait till we have Aster and Quentin merch.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Zebo.
Nice.
So 2d4 plus. 1, 3, 4, 7 health back to you.
17.
And then could I cast Channel Divinity Path to the Grave, but like hold my action until right before Sarah's turn? Because I'm before her in the initiative order. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? What is the?
It's a Channel Divinity, curse one creature you see within 30 feet until the end of their next turn. The next time an attack or ally of yours hits the cursed creature with the attack. So I'm basically trying to like curse him specifically for Sarah, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna channel divinity, but just like hold it on Buddy with the hunter's mark on him.
Okay.
On the roof.
Cool.
Until right after whoever is right before Sarah.
That would be Santi, which is next. What do you want to do, Santi?
What's the amount of movement I would need to get, I guess, get through the in and out back to this area? Not so much up, but just here where this dude was originally.
Yeah.
He was down here.
How much movement do you have?
I have 40.
Yeah, so you could easily get to over here just by like jumping through one of the downstairs windows.
Well, remember, I'm already so I'm downstairs. So I come through one of the downstairs windows and I'm here. And then my next question is, in terms of like a ranged attack on like this guy, am I disadvantaged or anything because of their height, or like because they're above me vertically? Is there any kind of disadvantage to that, or?
I would say because you're in an alleyway, it's difficult to see them. So
Oh, okay.
They're not in line of sight.
So I'd have to be on the ledge. Okay, and then getting onto the ledge would be an athletics check,
Yes.
or
I totally
actually,
forgot
or
that
acrobatics.
Tebow is proficient in firearms. Because artificer.
I'll remember the gun, yeah.
I think that will be my upgrade path. I
I cast
laser
gun.
pistol.
sorry, yeah. So jumping up there,
Have you ever played another
just,
crash treasure?
athletics
Have you
check.
ever played another crash treasure?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get up there on the
I'm
ledge.
thinking of like a gun mode where you're just gonna have like a block giant one off your back.
So good.
22.
Yeah, that does it.
Did you ever play Barefoot?
I'm gonna ninja jump up here. And so would that be my action? Or and is that tied to movement?
That.
It's okay if it's
Good
my
question.
action. It's okay. That would be my action.
I think it would be your action.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense since it's kind of a jump and climb
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Would you say that I still have some movement left over after coming through and jumping up?
It would have been 30 to get where you were.
Okay.
So.
So theoretically, I could pop over a couple more. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pop over a couple more, get a tiny little bit closer to everybody. That'll be my turn.
Cool. Alright, Sarah. Directly before you go, or general ability goes off.
You see Raven talons just like come up from the roof he's on and just scratch his armor open,
Oh,
Hell
making
yeah.
him vulnerable to all forms of attack. For the next attack, yeah.
So. That's double damage.
That's my face right now.
I have to get there to get to attacking.
So I'm on the first floor now. Can I assume that there are windows about the same spots? Or okay. So I'm gonna
Okay.
Can I hit them, sir?
We are imagining you're on the first floor.
Does a 17 hit?
That will do it.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh, the dice!
Finally. 6, 12, 18, 19,
Good lord.
38.
20, 21, 22.
Good lord.
22.
How do you obliterate this scout?
I run up, and I'm just gonna say, "Die, you son of a bitch!" I just sound like Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob.
The channel divinity that you saw earlier is like covered all over him, and your arrow kind of is like a fire into a gas explosion. And it just explodes on top of that. roof.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
You want to do this?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Moxie.
Look out the window again. And And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, maybe. Oh, yes! 22 to hit.
That hits.
Get him. Is it pop?
5, is it? No. 5 damage.
It was cocked. Tilted.
All right. Anything else?
Does knockback, doesn't it?
I think this.
No,
I
it's
think
like
we can
higher
do that
level.
later.
Oh, okay. The only time I played a warlock was like a one shot where I was level 9, so I had it already.
I remember me leveling up.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Everyone's gonna level
Zebo.
up except me.
Take your vengeance.
I am going to cast Thunderwave again. I'm pissed. Or is that a good idea?
Yep, do it.
Do it.
Fancy missiles.
It'll be fine.
Alright.
Okay,
Going to say, I'm going to do another Thunder Wave. Constitution saving throw of 14.
Can we bring back calling Thunderwave shoot duel? Please.
That is a 5.
Okay, and that is 10 thunder damage. So, I like, I'm like pushed back and I just I slam down my foot and thunder erupts, pushing it. Sends him back, I believe, 10 feet. Yes, it does.
So that brings him down into the alleyway. He will take fall damage of 4. Anything else?
So I don't have any bonus actions. It's like only my Eldritch Cannon now. People got killed. No, I
You just give people back for like a long rest or something, though, right?
After a long rest, or I can expend one first level spell slot or higher to create a new one.
That's not bad. It's not that expensive.
Let's see, he's prone down here. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Alright. It is his turn now. And he's going to use half of his movement to stand up and use the rest of it to bolt. 10, 15. That's as much as he's got. You guys up on the ledge can see him running away.
Hit him.
Grim, what do you
Hit him down.
I'm getting out that window. 5, 10. Can I see, is he bloodied?
Yep.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is 18.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Santi?
What do you think about me jumping directly on him?
Yes.
What would that? What would that?
Acrobatics
What,
grapple.
what would that? What?
Wouldn't that be an acrobatics then a grapple check?
Are you trying to grapple him? Are you trying to hold him down?
I mean, yes, I guess, because I'm basically trying to just
If you
crossbody him.
I'll say that will give both you and him fall damage,
Right.
and then you'll make a strength check to see if you can grapple.
So then, what about? What if I wanted to do like a flying jump kick, so like an unarmed strike, just a flying jump kick off the ledge? Would you want me to roll like a strength check to see if I would take fall damage with it, as well as the regular, to hit and damage roll?
As an unarmed strike, I'll say make a dexterity check to see if. Well, actually no. So you would roll to hit,
Right.
and then also make a dexterity check to see if you can land where you want to
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll roll the hit here. Shit. It'll be a 9.
Okay. That doesn't do it, but dexterity check.
Dexterity check. And I guess I'm still trying to land, well, I guess on him, really. Dexterity check that would be a 15.
15 will do it. So if you're trying to land on him,
Right.
he will block your foot, but you will be just dexterous enough to try to grapple him. So you need strength check.
Strength check, okay. 12.
12. Oh, that'll be against his.
Is strength of dex based on
I'll
whatever?
say dex. What is it? That would be 18.
Bummer.
You did it. He slips through your fingers.
Did I successfully landed though?
You successfully landed.
Huzzah!
So and I guess and I would still have movement then.
I like the way you move. I like the way you fight.
I want to.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Now, if I wanted to move in front of him, would that provoke an opportunity attack for him?
No.
No. Okay. I want to move in front of him.
Unless you're moving away.
No, I'm moving in front of him, and I want to do flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
10 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
Well then, that'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. Sarah.
Shoot this loser, would you?
Does everyone like onions?
I love onion.
I don't like onions.
Onion.
But you like pepperoni?
Love pepperoni.
Okay.
Why?
Like stuffed crust?
Sure.
Sounds like pizza.
I'm ordering pizza. I'm so freaking hungry.
Yes.
Is that okay?
okay? 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Makes chalky milk as well.
Well, don't push your luck.
So many
Oh,
dice.
yes, we can get you boost.
5, 10, 15, 19, 22.
The most deadliest ranger, how do you do this?
I say, hold it, you son of a bitch!
Catches him right in the head. He falls in front of Sunstein.
I take a step back to keep
Yeah.
him from falling into me. Just like watch him go face first into the ground.
And you just like make eye contact with Serafina, and you have like a moment of like.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Just do a quick wave.
You actually watch the arrow like pop out from between
Yeah.
the eyeballs.
Yeah.
We need to find a way to link that channel divinity in your attack every single turn.
Yes.
Because holy.
Okay.
No one with the bow and arrow emojis in chat to celebrate your
I'm
victory.
going to like kneel down and just kind of like pick up the pieces of Bebo,
Mhm.
and I go, "Do not worry, my friend. We will rebuild you." And I kind of like, I'm gonna say, I just have a little bag.
Okay.
Just dust the piece.
Nice.
It's actually just like a grocery bag.
Like a little burlap tote bag or
Aw.
something.
So sad.
As you guys finish this combat,
Don't bend on
you see that the main dude, the bandit captain, is wearing a black hood. The others are wearing. They have black hoods, but the hood is not up. They're
you.
they're showing their
top
whole
hat.
head.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. People like wind blow through your hair. You know?
Is there any? There doesn't appear to be anyone in the building proper, like in the tavern. Even the bartender and the or any kind of staff are absent at the moment.
Did we take up all the rooms?
Do I recognize these 5 people?
Make a history check.
Ooh, yeah, I want to start rifling through their shit.
Okay, loot the bodies.
I was about to
loot
say,
the bodies.
does the leader guy
I
here,
don't
does,
think that counts.
does he
right?
have does he have any money that we can give to the tavern
That's
for all
much
the
better,
repairs
yeah.
of all the shit we brought?
Let me get my hunting knife.
Probably.
A lot of these
That's
parts you can
a
get for a lot
19.
of gold on the black market.
You do recognize them from the night before.
Oh, okay.
Hate to break it to you all, but I fear that this may have been my fault.
Well,
What
hey,
else is new? Just kidding.
What do
they were
you-
trying to kidnap you and not none of
You
us.
so you recognize the two thugs, the bigger
Okay.
the bigger dudes.
Mhm.
The hooded guy and the scouts are not as familiar.
Did all of us hear when the leader called out to grab Grim? Okay, so we're all kind of aware if that was what they were trying to do. Got it.
Just real quick before I cast mending on myself, and that because I'm an automaton, that gives me the opportunity to use my hit die.
Okay.
So it's just a little ability I have.
Cool.
You go, girl.
Loot the bodies. Loot the bodies.
Yeah, we're probably these guys have probably spent enough time in the dunce chair.
We'll see.
Nope. 5 and a 1.
Yeah, maybe just leave those out for now.
Maybe it's my dice tray. Maybe I'll start using this.
I forget how to access my hit die.
So as you loot the bandit captain, you will find 10 gold pieces in a little bag.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much going to hold on to that and potentially give it to our tavern management to fix all the windows that we broke, or if we broke any. And I did karate chop the doorknob off.
Hey.
You
I
want to
see
go
no
with those
reason.
bodies with me?
We defended this establishment.
We're going to
I
loot
think
these
they may
two.
have been in on it. To be quite honest with you, they're not here.
I mean, if they're in on it, then we keep
Okay.
Chill stick on the field.
I do wonder if there are any other current occupants in the other rooms.
Just all of them.
Perhaps
Well,
we should check.
I've never seen this tavern this dead before.
Yeah.
Do you frequent this tavern a lot? Well, we know you do.
Home away from home.
Do we have anything else on them besides some
What?
gold?
What of your
Uh,
friends?
gold, the hood.
Goblin, is that correct?
He's a good drinking buddy, but can't really trust the types you that spend time with in this bar.
You were going to say a goblin, wouldn't you?
Of course not. I just
I'm sorry
Right.
for your cold dead goblin racist.
that's rich coming from you, robot boy.
Whoa!
Loot those bodies.
Loot the body.
Loot those
the
bodies.
body.
Loot
Investigation.
those bodies. Yeah.
I grab the. I also like take the hood from him, and I come in to
You're helping me,
hang
right?
Oh,
out
I'm
with
helping
hang
you,
out with everybody else. So
Sure.
Asked what the hell to do.
13.
13. Which bodies are you looting?
All of those
All
guys.
those
These
guys?
two, the ones, yep.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming this guy's up on the other building. So
Yes, yes.
Well,
I must have hit pretty hard. It's
The-
3 Moxies, 2 Sarahs.
Yeah.
The two
So I figured double
thugs.
the rolls, really.
Triple for me.
Triples is best.
On the two thugs, you find a total of 9 silver pieces. On the scout, you find 5 silver pieces and also
So we each get 7.
a note.
Woo, what's the note say?
Yeah.
You take the piece of paper out of his pocket and you open it up to find a list written in what you now know to be thieves' cant.
why can't it?
Only I could have played a rogue.
Can I loot one of the other henchmen that's in the alley?
Well, I took the
him.
cash and the hood off of him,
Or I guess up,
and
up
this
that
guy. Well, this guy's on top of the other building though.
I should go alone.
Never mind. Yeah, probably not best for you to go alone.
Why would they be looking for you?
Oh yeah. That's a really good question.
What'd you do?
Well, I'm assuming they know that the Sanctum of the Raven Queen is diametrically opposed to what it is they're doing in the sewers.
The sewers.
So
Well,
maybe
or
they just
I
don't
mean,
like dwarves. Who knows?
and considering we didn't exactly conspicuously go down to the
What's that?
lost an entire bolt from this chair, just fell off.
Well, pick it up so the puppies don't eat
Like
it.
days are numbered. It's like Final Destination. Everything's gonna fall. I mean, we weren't exactly inconspicuous going into and coming out of the sewers. So I mean,
Yeah, but they're specifically seeking you out, right? They called for grabbing you.
you're the local.
Mm-hmm.
You are kind of the local. So I mean, you could be the only one that they recognized, and like you said, because the Order of the Raven is diametrically opposed to necromancy.
And they may have seen me last night as well.
What'd you do last night?
I tried to go home.
Oh, that's
That's
why
right.
you came back. That's why you came back. Because you didn't tell us, did you? That's right. You didn't tell us why you came back.
Ooh.
I almost
Or-
forgot about that.
Or remember that guy that we put in the church?
Oh no,
not
that
smell
one.
it. The bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bad guy. And I told the priest all about him. Well, what if this might sound far-fetched, what if he escaped and told all his buddies that it was your fault because you're an Order of the Raven Queen guy, and then he's sending his buddies to go scope us out?
I could see that.
That's what I would do.
Leave it to High Priest to let him go.
But we don't know that, right?
I'm
So-
speculating.
Oh, you're speculating? No.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Speculating.
I'm speculating.
Speculating? So speckled.
If there was a priest I wouldn't trust not to
Treat-
fall asleep on the job, it would be High Priest Shalal.
As you guys discuss this, the morning comes, the sun starts to rise, and with the rising of the sun, you hear a herald riding down the street calling out, "Make way for Lord Dracon! Make way for Lord Dracon!"
There's a dragon? I think they're saying Dracon.
Drag.
Yes.
Con?
Serve.
You know Lord Dracon to be the ruler of Ember Hall, and whenever he comes back to Ember Hall, he makes a big show about coming through the Dwarven Quarter in order to show his respect.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
All
Tell
right.
me what it means to
Here
me.
comes the king.
Oh.
No kings, no masters.
By your reaction, I must deduce that he is not very popular in this area.
Well, he comes through the Dwarven Quarter every time he makes his way back to not Ember Hall.
Yeah, Ember Hall.
And every time he makes his way back to Ember Hall, to show respect, and yet somehow we're still living in slum-like conditions. So
Y'all should just live in the forest.
I thought about it many a time.
I could teach you all about Maliki.
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of booze there in the forest, so
Oh, we make our own. We get that elderberry wine flowing and going.
I see.
Ooh-wee.
Now you have my attention.
Plus, it don't cost nothing. Nature gives back and whatever. Plus, in the Underdark, I know these really good mushrooms that'll get you going.
Santi, maybe we should make a pilgrimage.
yeah. There's a camping trip in our future for sure.
After a while, you guys see a caravan coming down the street. You're kind of on an off street right now, but
Yeah.
you can see the main street off in the distance. There are people starting to line up on the sides of the street, and a caravan coming with horses and marching soldiers,
Horses?
and eventually, on one of the horses, on top of a elephant,
Huh?
you see
It's fucking Aladdin.
what you can assume to be Lord Dracon. And- Everyone make perception checks.
Okay.
No, I'm bad at those. Ah, there's an ant.
Well,
No more ant.
Look at you killing a bug. So
I don't.
brave.
I don't
It's
like
gonna be a
to.
13.
So stunning. So brave.
17.
What?
perception 7.
22.
22.
I got eyes like a hawk.
Nice.
Or like a crow.
I also got 22.
Or
Nice.
a raven.
With a 22, you all see Lord Dracon and Sarah. You see that he has like a very gruff face.
Is he hot gruff or like ugly gruff?
More
hot?
like
Is he single?
more like old and grizzled.
Mm.
So hot.
Ooh, like
Maybe
Mads
like a-
Mikkelsen when he grows his facial hair out a little bit.
Not really. More like he's bald. He's he's got a scar like right here.
Okay.
Star.
As he rides in, he is, like I said, riding on the back of a elephant, and he's kind of looking around at everyone. As he turns his head in your guys' direction, Santi, you recognize his face.
Oh god. Lord Dorcon?
Dracon.
Yeah. Lord Dorcon, yeah.
Uh,
I recognize his face, huh?
mhm. This is the face of one of the lieutenants of the warlord that you have been trying to track down.
Oh. Well, that's a problem. So wait, okay, so yeah, Grim, that guy's the king, the leader of everything
An Ember Hall.
in Emberhall.
Yes.
When did that
When did that
happen? Steve, when did that happen?
He is-
Dear God.
You would know he's been king for about 15-ish years, thereabout. He took over after the previous king died. He had previously been a advisor.
About 15 years, and let me just say it's been probably the worst 15 years I've had in Everett.
Yeah.
I imagine he looks ugly. Why does he need to be so tall on an elephant? Y'all are so short, he probably can't even see ya.
I think that's kind of the point.
He's condescending. I get it. I see. Want me to?
Yes.
Not in public, though.
Wait,
I'll do it. No kings, no masters.
I mean, I know why. I don't like him, but you've just gotten here. I mean, I'm not that impassioned of a speaker. What's
He was one of the lieutenants of the warlord that destroyed my village when I was a child.
Oh, now I'm gonna get him. But yours is just like.
So
It's a
I
little
imagine,
21.
and so he's on his horse. I imagine he's pretty well guarded overall,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Like
like
there's
one
a
of those
pretty.
clown guns that's just like
Right.
with the
Yeah.
flag.
So unfortunately, that's probably don't do that in public. But that's why I don't. That's why I don't like him.
I don't like him because he hurt you.
Got those. They make those dang affordable earbuds though. Anybody get that one? Okay. Raycon.
Oh, I was trying to find a way there.
He's
I
like-
was trying to find a way there.
Lord Raycon.
Beat me to it.
Yeah, Lord Dracon. Okay. Yeah. Well, that guy sucks.
Hey,
Yup.
maybe we could do. Not
Let's
right
form
now. but-
Let's form a coup.
We're getting chickens?
Well, actually, but how did he? Sorry, you said that the other king just died mysteriously. I assume.
Make a history check.
Yeah, was the previous king even like
What was
16.
enough
What was
to?
what was Hecate's? What was that guy's name? What was the old king 100 years ago?
I actually
Oh, Ragnar.
remember this.
Ragnar?
He suffered from a fatal case
Right,
of
yeah.
slapped in the face
Ragnar.
eyebrow.
He was hot.
With a 16 history check,
Actually,
you
sorry.
you don't remember specifics of how he died. You just remember that it was reported that he had been sick.
Poison indeed.
Sick, yeah.
I have been in Ember Hall
Pardon my
for,
skepticism,
Being
but you know.
appreciated.
I've been in Ember Hall for almost 100 years.
You've been around Ember Hall.
That's true. But I do remember the old king. I've never personally engaged with him. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Worries.
I'll say you guys remember the you two specifically remember the old king to be a relatively good leader.
He used to have his soldiers chase me out with pointy sticks.
His name was Galehart, King Galehart,
Ooh.
and
I'm
I'm gay.
Hello, I'm gay. In Waterdeep.
Jack, clip that.
What happens in
Happy
Waterdeep
Pride!
stays in Waterdeep.
yeah. So that was 15 years ago, and now 15-ish years ago.
So, and when he comes to town, how long he just makes his way through town whenever he's around? How long does he usually stay here?
I try not to think about it too much. It makes me upset. I don't know.
You know that he usually he stays in Ember Hall like most of the time.
Mm.
When he goes out, it's usually to meet dignitaries or make deals or whatever he does, whatever business he has.
I mean, I'm just immediately conspiracy theorizing at this point because that's like what Santi would do. Like, there's no way that he's just like, this guy's been around for 15 years. He's well connected in terms of being a criminal, and he doesn't know that there's like a bunch of like a weird necromancy cult in his sewers. He 100% has something to do with it, at least in my mind. So.
I agree.
Santi, yeah, and I think that's probably what I would just say is like he has to have something to do with all of this.
Do we want to go talk to him?
Considering the size of the operation,
I-
it does seem rather suspicious that he would be unaware, as with the Order of the Raven as well. Not to insinuate anything, but
I mean, the Order of the Raven Queen isn't exactly a like police squad, so I mean, them not knowing makes more sense than and
Where
So-
are vigilantes at best?
and to go with that, any kind of constables or anything. Now that I know that this place is run by a criminal, I fully realize that any actual authorities probably either A, don't know, or B, are also
Corrupt.
corrupt and are letting it happen. So, yeah, I'm pretty much convinced it's like a full-blown conspiracy. I will officially trust nobody in this town again for a while. Pretty much any authority figure in this town will be completely untrusted by me at this point. With the exception of the Order of the Raven Queen, because and even then I would need to see proof because again, like I know how strongly the whole ideology of your group is very anti-necromancy, so it seems weird that they would be complicit. But
I
guess I'd be unsurprised.
I would agree with you, my friend. Yeah.
So do we want to go talk to him?
We probably can't approach him right now, but I mean,
He's pretty surrounded by guards and whatnot, right?
most certainly.
But I'm sure he lives over in that big castle, right? We could just a performance for him,
You could put on.
You know? and then we can talk to him.
and I mean,
I can paint all your faces to look like mine.
I was gonna say we should decide who will approach the king. As much as I enjoy your travels with you, Sarah, I fear that if you were to have a conversation with the king, we would be summarily executed.
I don't think so. I'd execute him before he could lay a finger on me.
That is
Oh,
precisely
boy.
why we would be executed.
I could snipe him right now if I wanted to.
if anybody's gonna sacrifice their life to kill that guy, it's gonna be me.
I can distract him.
And my axe. What?
I mean, so, and our next steps in general are, I mean, what? Going back to.
Back to the sewers. I mean, the whole point of us even coming back from the sewers was to like load up on stuff and hopefully get support from the order, but it doesn't seem like the order is really giving us much support.
We would have.
I mean,
more
they're giving us like thoughts and prayers, but
Yeah.
We would have had more success if God made us more powerful.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean.
If only we could level up in our combat, you know.
I think
Take
overall,
the next step.
overall, our next steps are like trying to tell some authorities, other authorities, what's happening, right?
Well, if you're correct in your assessment of the situation, we shouldn't tell anybody what's going on because then we'll get killed. Maybe the Raven Queen, but if we go to the police or anybody associated with the king or the royal guards or anybody, they'll know that we're aware of what's going on, and we'll probably end up in the zombie club.
Brother,
That's a pickle.
I
for
personally
sure.
disagree. The zombie clot is made primarily of flesh. I am not flesh, and therefore I will not be part of the zombie clot.
That's true, but most of us will be.
Maybe they'll make you into a nice little weapon for it.
Yeah.
You guys also have in the back of your head that you were given instruction by High Priest Shalal to check on Elliot's place and find out what happened to the clerics that he sent before.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm a bit worried about him.
Elliot. Yeah, I guess that's we're what we should do next is try to check on Elliot.
The dwarf that we saved?
Yes.
He was not a dwarf.
He's elf?
Elf?
Oh,
He
that's
was-
right.
Humans.
Oh,
Who
he-
lives in the dwarven quarter?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my god. Sorry for the distraction. I put the apartment thing in there and then it was the wrong one. I did read that.
Uh-oh. It's time for some talkies. Yeah, I mean, I guess going to see Elliot is our next thing, right? Then that's really. Is everybody feeling okay? Do we need to short rest real quick?
short rest would be probably helpful.
I could use a fat nap right now.
You just woke up.
I spent so many spells.
Yeah,
That
same
was
here.
not a good idea.
Okay. So there's a pepperoni stuffed crust and then there's a flat chicken spinach onion. So what do you
Thank
want?
you.
Pepperoni, please.
Could I have one of each?
I love me some Ronies.
Cool. Short rest.
Can you assist again?
Short rest.
What do you want to see?
Many thank you.
Chicken.
Chicken.
It's flat.
That's perfect.
Then I have
Thank you.
Parmesan bread, of course.
You want this one? Hey.
That's all right. She's getting to me.
That dog's not gonna quit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring this
Oh yeah, this was great entertainment.
Let's see. Check on Elliot. Then. Thank you.
Okay,
Maybe make our way back to the sanctum to get some peace with us in the sewers.
Yeah, I mean, unless we've got some idea of a better tactful way to get into the sewers, but do we know anybody in town that would know more about getting around the sewers?
Maybe I would say we could go to the sanitation department, but God knows they have to be in on it all as well.
It seems weird that they wouldn't know what's going on either, right? Yeah, I think, again, trying not to be too conspiracy theorist, but
The amount of bodies that were part of that thing has to have been going on for quite some time.
the likelihood of it being conspiratorial is just like way too high at this point, you know, especially now that I know who Lord Dracon is. Check on Elliot. See if we get more people.
What was the flatbread one?
It's like just flatbread with chicken, spinach, and onion. Because they're all like
Right.
health conscious right now, and it's one of my favorites. So
Is there like white sauce that's on it?
yeah,
I was gonna say that might be the best pizza I've ever had from Domino's. It's like
Domino's thin crust in general is
Oh,
good.
it's their soft crust because that's brand new.
I
it's
don't know.
really good.
We'll find out when I get to it. Oh, I know the commercial stage was eat it backwards, but
No, that's just
A
pizza.
right, it's pizza. It's against the trademark to eat it backwards.
always eat it.
You do everything that commercials tell you.
Yeah.
Only when they look cool. Okay.
Mm.
Do you so you don't get any of your spell slots back on short rest?
No, unless you have like a special thing.
Warlocks do. You get all of your spell slots back on short rest.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah, since they start off with so few of them.
I get my focus points back on short rest, so I wasn't sure if you got something back.
Let's do it.
Yeah, short rest is easy peasy.
As you guys take a short rest, are you doing this inside the tavern or outside of it?
Probably back inside.
Okay.
And I imagine it remains empty.
It remains empty for a while, but after a few minutes, you will see, a bartender coming out from the back room and coming to unlock the front door.
He was here the whole time.
You wanna?
You can hear all that commotion.
Do you wanna
Oh yeah.
ask him or?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I want to approach him and be like, "Have you been here the whole time?"
No. I mean, no, not the whole time.
inside check.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's gonna be a 16.
I got a 12. So
Um,
I have to get down 380.
You both know that he's hiding something, but in a way that, like, it's like a half truth, maybe.
My bebop is dead.
As he goes to unlock the front door, you see a couple of patrons trickle in after a couple of minutes.
Does he not notice the pile of bodies that are on the floor there?
Sorry, I'm only thinking about how the room is laid
Because
out.
it would all be on the second floor, right?
No, a couple of them fell down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me run a perception check for him. Yeah. So he notices them after he unlocks the door and then turns around, and then he gets kind of like a surprised face and says, "Oh shit, not again!" And he goes and kind of drags them off.
What do you mean not again?
You know how often people get into wrecks in this place?
They broke in and tried to kill us and kidnap our friend.
Broke in.
Presumably. Yeah, everybody's broken windows.
Make a insight check.
18.
18. He says, "Well, I don't know nothing about that," and he just continues hauling the bodies away one by one. You can tell that like I said, he's hiding something. He knows something.
Who has the highest intimidation?
I mean,
I have a +2.
I can throw myself. Yeah.
I have a 10 for my
I'm gonna cast dermatology, thaumaturgy on you. To give you.
Advantage.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out how would I want to look on Moxie. I'm gonna make your eyes like literally. There's gonna be like fire in them in your pupils.
I like it.
Yeah.
Eric, can you give me another napkin, please?
Yes.
What are we trying to convince him?
we're trying to get him to. So he seems to know he's hiding something
Okay.
about the situation that we were just in with being attacked.
So we're like at the bar.
He's currently kind of cleaning up and dragging the dead bodies out.
And you're there, and he's there,
Yeah.
and you're there, right?
And it's kind of, I think it's kind of where we all were still.
Yeah,
I think we
we're all
kind
hanging
of reconvened in the lobby there.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like push myself, if you'll allow me, up on your knee so that I'm up to eye level with him. I'm gonna grab his collar and yank him in. I'm gonna say, and my eyes start glowing, wearing my mask,
Booming voice.
booming voice. You're gonna tell us what we need to know, or else you will fucking regret it.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no, it's day shitty.
Not the 2.
Okay. Fire was doing okay.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
8.
Plus, is that plus?
Yeah.
What was the first roll?
My first roll?
Only guidance.
4, probably.
Okay, I can consider give her advantage. I guess she kind of dermatology guys.
You do that, and he just kind of he looks like surprised at first, but then he sees what's going on. He sees your stature, and he just kind of chuckles.
Pin his shirt against the wall.
Okay, is that like a trick shot that you can do?
It is now. So I literally just want to intimidate with an arrow. If he's near the wall, arrow, classic, like shirt against the wall. If he's not near a wall, then I would like the arrow to just graze by his neck enough where he can feel like the little feather thingies like tickle.
Okay. That will be a roll to hit, and it will be a higher AC than usual.
15.
Not quite enough. It goes like 10 feet away from in front of his face. And then he looks at you, he's like, "You're trying to make more of a mess? Now let me just clean this up." And just continues dragging the bodies off.
Like you think you just accidentally shot it.
Do we know his name? But I know his name
Uh,
because he's worked here.
I'd say you would, yeah. His name is Bob.
Bob?
Well, how much money have I spent at this establishment over the last 5 years?
2 eggs.
You can see there's a bit of shame that comes over his face at that. And he says,
Put it down.
"Look, I don't want any trouble. I just want to run this bar, and I want to live to see the next day. Do you understand?"
I don't blame you. I understand. Look where we are, you know. But we won't tell them. But it would be nice to know maybe if there is some kind of conspiracy that you've been roped into.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I have one. I don't want to.
I'm not sure.
You know your way around the downwards. Dang.
Oh, that's that one.
Nice!
Yay!
He says, he kind of like stops in his tracks and he puts down the body he was dragging. He turns towards you and he says, "They said to leave the tavern empty for the night. They just wanted you. I don't know why. But they gave me a hefty sum to do it.
I am going to go up to them and be like, my Viva is dead because of what happened, what transpired this night. If you care at all about morality or doing the right thing in this world, please give us their names.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Wow. What, that's an 18?
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, okay, so let's say.
Plus D4.
Plus well, the d4 can be added to both, right?
Ooh!
Not 20. Well, disadvantage was.
Still 18.
That's a 21.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Meant to be.
He looks at you. You can see the gears in his head turning, and he.
Figure
can-
And I open the bag and I go,
Look. He
what
says.
happened to my baby?
He sees the nuts and bolts, and he looks at you, and he kind of understands what's going on. He says, "Look, I have a child too.
Aww.
I know what I would do if someone took him. Don't know their names, but I do know that they're part of the Black Hood. And they hang out outside, not in this bar, but they've hung out around the alleyways for quite some time.
No, they're in the trash.
If you're looking to get your revenge, I can keep an eye out for them.
We would be most grateful.
Aye. You've got a raven.
I got the newest edition.
Look at him, he's so cute.
6666.
6667?
6666.
Could I roll like a perception check to kind of like get an idea of potentially how much it would cost to fix the stuff that we kind of broke with like the windows and stuff? Would that be a perception check?
Mm.
I'll say
Yeah, why would we
investigation
pay
check.
to fix the windows?
They broke the windows.
They broke the windows. This bartender is the one that left the bar open. Why would we want to pay for his stuff?
Because
He broke his own windows.
Because but he gave us information.
Yes, it did.
I'm curious. Does your child also pop out of your shoulder?
No, not quite.
Oh, I see.
He hops on it quite often, though.
Thank you.
You want your other one?
With a 13, you can kind of guess that about 100, 200 gold to do it.
200 gold. Well, you can have it.
feeling that charitable, huh?
Well, I don't. I can't feel that charitable. I mean, based on the information he's given us, I'm going to give him the 10 gold that I took from the leader guy, and I'm just going to say, this is, I found this gold on the bad guys there. I know it's not enough to cover the damage that they did, and you did bring it on yourself, but I still feel like you're trying to do the right thing to help us, so you should at least have what he had. And I'll give him the 10 gold.
Right.
9 gold.
I appreciate it.
Back to being poor.
It was 9 gold.
Uh-huh.
9. Oh, that hit the spot, guys. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for letting me order in the middle of the session.
Schminks.
All right, anything else you want to do?
This used to be so tight on me.
No, I mean, we talked to the guy. He gave us as much information as we need, and he said he's gonna keep an eye out and kind of warn us if they come back or when he's done.
This guy's good as dead.
All right.
Maybe check on Elliot next.
I think that's kind of what we said as our next thing is we gotta check on Schmeliot.
What's the move?
All right. So you guys, after a short rest, you head out. Elliot's apartment is not too far away. You get to the place,
Elliot's dead.
and you see that the building that he lives in,
Burnt to a crisp.
excuse me, is not burnt to a crisp. It is a big building with a bunch of different apartments in it.
Oh my god. How could we not have known the evilness of Elliot? He's a landlord.
He's a renter.
It's his bop house.
It's just like, what are we
Yeah.
like? Just like we talking like Kentucky Avenue, Marvin Gardens. We talking like Baltic Avenue, like the slumlord of the first
We're
strip.
gonna rock.
kind of Baltic Avenue.
Together.
It's doxed.
we're doxing Elliot in the chat right now.
You notice that there are a few people sitting and standing, just hanging out, lollygagging in front of the front entrance to this building.
Like they're like lollygagging, like there's something going on, like something had
Or
just
lollygagging.
transpired, or lollygagging.
No.
This is what they do.
This is just what they do.
Are they wearing black hoods?
Make a perception check.
I
am.
also want to perceive.
Me 3.
That one, you are now colorblind.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Team.
18.
I'll throw my hat in the ring.
No, you're talking to the dice. He didn't.
With a natural 20, you see none of them are wearing black hoods, but two of them are. They're carrying like black hoods, kind of like around their waists.
Was this high school?
Oh my god.
We were wearing flannel around your waist all day yesterday.
So I didn't want to.
I'm having reservations about what we know about our friend Elliot.
I fear he may be more at play than he let on.
But
And
all the same, he could be sort of a victim.
I can't
Have
believe
you seen this house?
Oh, is it? No, it's not nice. The apartment is
Oh,
crappy.
okay.
I gave him my milk. I need time to
Just-
process
just
this with my
tons of-
processor.
Tons of betrayal against Zebo this session for sure.
What do you do?
Who are these guys again?
We know which specific apartment Elliot's in, right?
Yeah. These guys are just you're not sure. They're just like random people who are
We're
just
at
hanging
Elliot's
out.
apartment complex.
Is there a back entrance to the apartment complex?
There's always a back entrance.
What if we all just act like we're part of their club?
In the
Want
club, we all wear black
I
clothes.
do
I
have
have
a hood.
mine, and I have mine on.
Yeah,
I'll
and I
put my
have-
hood up. It's black.
And I'll take out my crowbar.
Actually, a really smart idea. Let's all get black hood disguises.
Well, let's take out one of these guys and get you one.
No,
So you're gonna look
no,
for
no.
you're gonna look for a back door, or you're gonna approach these guys.
Would we have to approach him? Can we just go find Elliot?
Well, so I think the idea is that
If you want to get in the door, you have to like
past these guys?
go through them. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's just have our hoods on and be up front.
I mean we don't need our
Why
hoods on though. We can
Why
just go
don't
in like
you?
regular
Why don't I
people.
stand on you and put you under my hood?
Two people
I
on
know
each
I'm
Um,
tiny, but
I could cast disguise self and disguise myself as one of their members
So
and
but-
lure
well,
them into like an alleyway, and then we fucking.
But the big thing is, I think we're like assuming a lot here. I don't think we need to assume this much. Like, either to me, in my point of view, there's two things happening. They don't know where Elliot, like which apartment Elliot's in, and they're waiting for somebody to go get him to follow us.
Oh. What
So-
if I dress up as Elliot and
So-
get them to follow me as a decoy?
But-
to see if that's the issue.
But it's easier to assume that they know Elliot is home and they're waiting for him to come out. So for you to then go past them is going to raise suspicion. That's what your idea is not too bad. If we found a back door to the building and then you came back out the front.
Investigation.
For
Back door.
Right.
or a window.
I got a 19.
5. I helped him.
Are
You
you
get advantage.
You're looking for the back door too?
Yeah.
You find it. She doesn't.
And you go, Psst, Sarah.
Make stealth checks too.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
All of us? Are we all going?
Are you looking for a back door with him?
Nah, I'll go with not with myself.
I got a nat 1. So.
What is my
19.
stuff?
So I
It's
don't
plus
know. I don't really know particularly why we would need to be stealthy.
Well,
in this case,
when you
there's-
go around the building and you find the back door, another person sticks their head out the window and says, "Hey, what you want?"
We seek the Holy Grail. No.
My grandma lives in these buildings, and I'm trying to visit her.
Who's your grandma?
You know,
Diane just
it's
Diane Voss.
it's let's see, it's felt booty beetle. Fell booty beetle.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start telling him a really long story about my grandmother.
Why?
I want to go ahead and visit my grandma Diane because she hasn't been feeling too well, and I have one of her sending stones, and she sent me a message the other week, and she was just saying that she wasn't feeling too good, and so I figured I'd come up here from the Underdark. You know where the Underdark is? Anyway, I was in the Underdark trying to get some herbs and medicine to try and help my grandma, and I keep going on like this until he gets so annoyed that he's just like, just go in and stop talking. That's the goal.
Make a
Annoying check?
deception check and also a charisma check.
All right, my deception was 2. But my charisma is 9.
I step in front of her and I say, "We're actually here to see Elliot, but there are suspicious people out front, and we want to make sure that he's okay."
Why didn't you just say that? He kind of closes the door or the window.
That's a great question.
And then I'm gonna look at Sarah and go, "How does it feel?"
But
Right.
how's what feel?
Of course you wouldn't know.
After a few seconds, you
sorry.
hear the locks disengage on the door and it opens up.
Oh,
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm
wait, is
gonna,
there anybody in the door?
The guy opened the door and he's standing right there.
Oh, the guy opened the back door for us. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he says, "If you find that guy, tell him he owes rent."
how much?
How much would rent be? That's a good question.
Probably 2 gold a week.
Man, you really do live in the booties.
But
He said
it's
6 gold.
All right.
So 3
Consider it paid.
paid fortnightly. I would imagine.
I just give.
Oh,
him
you paid
6
it?
gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a hood? The guy who opened the door. The guys out front. Do you know who they are?
Not really. They hang out here every day.
Do they pay rent?
No.
Well, they're kind of a bad reputation for your place, don't you think?
Yeah, they're loitering.
I'm not really looking for any more tenants.
Well, tell them to get. Tell them to get.
Make a persuasion check.
Tell them go on, get.
Get guided too.
And
Oh, so you didn't give me guidance when I was trying to fucking down. See how it is.
Well, I think that seems normal because
12.
we're all tired of your head.
12, he says, I guess they are kind of lowering the property value.
that's why we came out to the back, because it's scary.
Yeah, you could probably charge 8 gold pieces of rent a week.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just be careful.
All
I'm
right.
helping the economy.
I believe
Let me get my
the
bat.
term would be
You got this,
somewhat.
Snipe.
Do my best.
How does that? Go get him, tiger.
Well, the plus side is we've now successfully created a great distraction. Let's go get Elliot.
That is the trick to D&D. Anytime you meet someone who is reserved to give you information, you just queer-eye the straight guy them. Tell them that they're beautiful, in and out.
Does he like his butt cut?
Last time I was
Yes.
in a man, it was the dead of winter.
He
I had
turns
to
around,
say
you can see
more.
him blush a little.
Wearing my mask, but I just
My programming has no.
You're wearing your mask.
Always.
As he turns around, he says, "Wait a minute, I know you."
Mox Cleopatra and a whole lot of halflings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Her whole circus burned down.
Yeah. I'm trying to find my family. There was a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and my family's missing.
Elliot has something to do with that.
Elliot was there.
No
He
shit.
probably started it.
I
I
gave
don't
him
think
milk.
Are there any,
Okay.
Are there any weird smells coming from his apartment? Or
I haven't
think
had a
he's
good
dead?
sense of smell for years now, man.
Foxy, it may not be in our best interest to introduce yourself every time you go. You are very well known in these parts.
She wears a tutu, and you think
Oh.
people ain't gonna recognize her?
That is a fair point. Carry on.
Because
We
of
can
your
just kinda disguise
adventuring.
herself as like her troop. Yeah.
Because we've been adventuring so much, your tutu's starting to look a little ratty, so we need to go to like a sewing shop.
It's a
It's like, there's
concept.
like
The linen clearing.
Daddy, I press it every morning.
Oh, right now.
Yes. I press
prestidigitation. All right, so let's head in and. Oh wait, sorry. What was the? Yes, always smell bad. Is that what?
he doesn't have sense.
He has a bad sense of smell.
But he was just there. I don't know what is up with him. We just want to check on him because we healed him.
All right. You know where he is, right?
No.
You would have been given
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the apartment
Then
number.
yes.
What
I don't remember if he outright told us the apartment number. I think we had it as a he told you. Where he was like, yes, he told us where he lives.
Are there any other clerics dressed in similar garb passing by through here?
Clerics of the Raven Queen.
Hmm?
Yeah, a while ago. Well, geez, how long ago was that? That was like a day ago, wasn't it?
Probably
Two.
because you kind of had no, it was it would be
2 days.
2
Yeah.
days ago at that point. Yeah, because you told them when we first got to there anyway.
And then
You asked somebody to go check on him once, and then the high priest told us to go get him basically again. Yeah.
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 So
a
he
couple-
says-
a couple days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago. They were. Why? I thought they left.
But you don't remember seeing him leave, or?
I mean, I was kind of busy at the time, so.
Alright, no worries.
Astor is the star of the show now.
Yeah.
All right, you go up to Elliot's apartment.
So,
Mhm.
again,
Wait.
what is it? Shave and
Shave
a
and
haircut.
haircut. 2 bits.
Smoke and a pancake!
Pancake.
Smoking up in.
You knock on the door. There's no answer.
Knock a little harder.
I love that so much.
Still no answer.
Still nothing?
Let me break in.
Yeah,
Use my
just-
Oh,
just
wait.
close the door.
I have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Oh, then you do it.
Yes, I will. Wondrous tool.
Okay.
Shapes into a thieves' kit.
Hell yeah. That's a sleight of hand check
Sleight of hand check.
I'll help you.
with your with adding your proficiency.
How do I find my proficiency?
Should be the top.
Proficient bonus.
Oh, okay, so that would be +2, +2, indeed. Yes. And then I get +4 for guidance. That's what I thought.
Whoa.
Help guided.
Talk to me like that again. Goddamn.
It's gonna be 13.
How's it 13? Should be 14. 12 plus 2 is 14.
What?
Plus your
Is it a
proficiency.
9 or a 6?
That's a 6.
Oh, 6. That's
Okay. 13 is enough. You stick your thieves' tools into there, and door is unlocked.
I like to make it like canon that I have like my wondrous tool is my hand, so it can just like.
I think for flavor purposes, yes.
It's like the gang signs and shit. Flavor Flav.
So are you entering into the door?
What?
Are you entering into the door?
Yes, I'm going to swing it open.
I'll keep watch outside
I
the door.
cast the ready my firebolt cantrip. Would that allow me to?
Oh, make it ready?
Or I was gonna say, give it like. I guess I can't do that.
I'll cast
You
light
can-
on
There you go.
I'll
Just
cast
cast it
dancing
in-
light
It's during the day. Is it dark?
in the shape
It's
of a
not really
body.
that dark.
Oh, it's not that dark.
No.
I don't know why I thought it was dark.
Guys, it's 11 a.m.
Maybe that's why you have smoke.
Make a perception check as you walk into the.
We didn't even have breakfast as a group. You know?
Everyone make a perception check.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that.
Even
everyone's
me on the
there. That's like
outside?
6.
Hmm?
Actually, I'll make that 11.
Wow, it's like, oh, fucking 7? Yuck.
11.
What is investigation?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Perception-y.
Why do I even bother? 8. I think it's this.
Explore.
Problem.
What was,
Lucas, I need a
what was
new
yours?
one.
7.
Here, you can roll an hour. Or you
I'm
can
doing
use
here.
that one.
Do we?
It's already better. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah.
I don't give a 2 foot in there.
As you walk in, you see a fairly messy apartment.
Typical man.
There are, clothes randomly all over the floor. You see the window with a curtain, like just half of a curtain. The other end is not there; it's gone. And
does it look like it's been tossed, or does it look like it's been messy?
just messy.
Oh, okay.
Who got? Anyone get higher than 11?
14.
14? Yeah, right. With a 14, you, and with your kind of knowledge of what this is, you get a faint whiff of death.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna do an investigation on the room.
No.
Passive 15 investigation.
Say again?
I have a 15 passive investigation, so I'll
Okay.
use that.
You go into the bedroom area, and you see that there is like a pile of clothes on the bed, and kind of like a perfect like square of where there once was a box that has now moved, or box or some kind of square thing. And as you investigate further in the room, you open the closet door, and you find 2 bodies inside.
Whose bodies?
2 bodies.
Whose bodies?
Whose bodies? Do I recognize, I'm going to examine their faces. Do I recognize anyone?
You don't recognize their faces, but you do recognize what they're wearing as
Hooded cloaks.
garb of the Raven.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Yes.
Elliot killed Raven Queen people?
Well, Elliot's not here, so again.
You paid his rent, Sarah.
You're needed in the bedroom.
Oh, alright. Make my way.
I stand at the entrance and I put a hand on his shoulder and I go,
This is not usually starts, but okay.
there are 2 bodies in the closet.
Oh.
I squeeze his shoulder a little tighter just to like stop him from their order of the Raven.
Ah.
Okay, right, off you go. Go check him out.
I'm gonna make my way into the closet and
Just come out when you're comfortable. That's fine. We're used to it.
You walk in, and you don't personally recognize these clerics, but you do recognize their station. These were most likely the very clerics that were sent to check on Elliot.
Yeah, because I don't think we were around. Because I think you're
Oh, the ones that your guild.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we talked to the high
station.
priest.
High priest.
High priest Shaw.
Yeah, we talked to Shell the first time, and he said, "Yeah, I'll send a couple people over."
Mhm.
But I mean, for all we know, again, he could have sent them over with the normal intentions, like
Oh yeah, it makes sense that High priest Shallow would
for now at least.
basically send them out. I don't think he expected them to get murdered.
Yeah.
It's a kid murked.
I'm gonna do some last rites on them. I'm gonna grab their sigils
And their coin purse.
and not their coin purse. I'm also gonna take some personal affects, like if they have a necklace or jewelry or something like that. From them.
You will find a necklace on one of them, a ring on the other.
And then I'm gonna walk out.
Perhaps we should notify the high priest.
Can we look in Elliot's room and see if we find any notes or journals or diaries or sexy
Yeah.
magazines?
Make an
I'm gonna do
investigation
another.
check.
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna
gonna
do another investigative check. Oh, that's a really good
Do I see
one.
anything suspicious out in the hallway?
Perception check.
Is a
Can Beaker
24
roll
to
perception?
investigation.
I'm not joining you.
Can
give
Beaker
you
roll perception too?
Sure.
guidance. Say that with
24
or
investigation.
advantage.
So the two of you find a shelf full of books. Most of them are dusty tomes. You take one of them out, flip through it. There's like a whole bunch of arcane writing that you don't really recognize. And there's no title on this book. But after flipping through a while longer, you see you begin to see pictures of like dead things that are up and walking.
We trusted him. I have a piece of his hair.
I rolled an investigation. I wanted to check out. You said there's like the one window that has the curtains on. Has like the one curtain.
Mhm.
Does the other half or the other curtain that was supposed to be there, does it look like it was like ripped off, or does it look like it was just?
What did you roll for?
I rolled a 17 on the investigation.
It doesn't look like it was ripped. It just looks like it's not there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say with a 17 investigation, you're kind of looking around the window area, and you can see that the window is just slightly, like there's it's a crack open.
Crack.
Crack kills.
Presumably. If I open it all the way, sorry, excuse me. If I open it all the way and kind of put it out the window, do I notice anything on like the windowsill or anything that stands out particularly?
There's a fire escape out the window.
Oh, okay.
So you notice that. Make a, I guess, investigation check.
That would be a 19.
You do notice that the last floor of the fire escape is a ladder that goes up and down. Usually these fire escapes, the ladder is up. This one is down.
Okay. And just to recap too, like I know that Evo used these tools, but to be clear, the door was locked, right? Okay.
So whoever had these bodies must have had access to. Oh, but you said the window was open.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fire escape was used for entry and exit, or theoretically entry and exit, and the door was locked, so somebody locked the door from one side or the other.
Can
Again, not totally sure. But
this is gonna be a bit tricky to answer, but the fire escape, like, could you describe outside, like, is it like it go into, does the fire escape lead to an alleyway that leads to the street?
There's a fairly small street that it leads to. Not quite an alleyway, but the other building is pretty close.
But it's like inconspicuous, low profile, like not many people are walking
Yeah.
in that area. So if I were Elliot and I did not want to be seen returning to home, this would be a stealthy way to access my apartment.
So obviously we have two theories. Elliot did it, or somebody came, took Elliot and killed your compatriots.
First step.
So, but the big question with that is, there are still those guys up front.
Well, we just told him to get him. Go get.
We might just have a third body.
I rolled a 17 on perception to just see if anything funky is happening. And this is like a one-story. We're
No.
on the
You're on the 5th story.
fifth story. Okay.
Sorry, I should have said that at first.
It's okay. I'm just
With
kind of
a-
like walking up and down the hall, just like checking the stairs and stuff like that.
With a 17, when you get close to the area of the hallway that is closer to the front of the building, you hear some kind of commotion. There's some kind of yelling going on, but you don't like.
Is there a window?
You can't hear it well enough to understand what's being said. There's no window, but you do hear some kind of screaming on the outside, and yeah, that's it.
Does it sound similar to a landlord running people off?
I know that voice. That is a landlord voice.
What did you roll?
17.
Okay, so-
Is there like, is it just like a wall and then I hear stuff outside, or is it like apartment with
It's
stuff on the
yeah,
inside?
it's a wall.
Well, can't do much more here, so let's.
So you guys found books that had like necromancy stuff in them?
Yeah.
I think they've given a little bit too much grace to this boy.
Well, I have his hair. Maybe we can find someone who can do a locate spell with his hair, and we can find out exactly where he is and go take him down, or at least question him.
No, there's some bullshit outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the landlord. We just told him to send the guys.
I don't think it's the landlord.
I agree with that. We gotta find Elliot.
All right, well, let's go see what's going on outside. Let's go find someone who can locate him.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with it.
You guys go back down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
and when you get to the front of the building, no one is there. The door is open. You don't see anyone.
Not even landlord.
Uh oh. Does it look like there's a struggle and a drag?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, there. Let me.
Shit. 6.
15.
Oh, yeah. Well, my passive.
Do we get guidance?
You don't add the plus modifier.
Someone does.
Right.
Whoever is
13.
That's what I figured.
What'd you get?
19.
I'm not winning with my dice. I need more dice. I need new dice.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go buy more.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Put him on moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh, my moonlight. Yeah.
With the 19, there's not really much to like glean off of what's going on here,
I'm
but
a ranger and I can look at the little peat prints.
you. At first, I
Peats in
heard.
the streets.
At first, I heard pea prints, and
Yeah,
that's
that's
what.
Little peat prints in the streets.
You do see where there is like a dragged line of gravel that has been dragged into.
Can I follow this like a hound dog?
I'm going.
It's just like a little streak, and then
And it stops.
it stops.
Well, it just happened, so maybe we can catch him.
Yeah.
Good.
Book it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, can Bird help us with that by chance?
Hey, Beaker. Don't listen, Beaker. Beaker's pretty fucking useless.
That's the neighbor, so got it.
Basically, and you know, he can do. Yeah, I guess. I mean, technically, yeah, he could fly above.
Okay.
But he can't tell me what's happening when he's up in the air.
But
He has to come back
Come
down.
back, though. I mean, he
Yeah.
can find the direction they're going potentially, right?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's my bird's name again? Beaker and
Bunsen.
take Bunsen with them.
Bunsen doesn't even touch the beaker.
Bunsen can at least deliver a message.
Beaker
Beaker
have to still fly back.
Beaker flies off, and it'll take a couple minutes for him to come back. Do you do anything?
Mhm.
You keep going?
Flies ahead.
Can we? Do we want to go the general direction of
Yes.
the drag marks? I mean,
We're going. We're booking it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We start kind of.
You
Perception for Beaker.
Go Beaker. Go Beaker. Go
Beaker.
Go Beaker. Guidance.
6. Told you, Beaker.
Okay.
Fucking
Sucks.
you guys keep on going, and after a while, there's really no more trail to follow.
Probably ducked into a warehouse or something.
Make
Stop saying duck.
an investigation check.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone who's looking.
Those.
Which is
21. Oh, sorry, it's a math. It's 12.
it's
Nat
just-
20?
Not 20. So a 20.
As you guys are running in the direction of the prince, you get to a spot that is like kind of in the middle of a whole bunch of different buildings. It's kind of like, what do you call that? It's a roundabout. And in the middle of the roundabout, there is a manhole. You see that the manhole is just a little bit open.
Doors again. Okay, well, I mean,
We gotta take
I
down
don't
this mob,
see
this
that
zombie
innocent
block.
guy.
I don't blame Beaker for not being able to see.
well, again, we don't know. I guess he could be innocent if they dragged him off, but I mean,
Just
we
like
don't
how
know if
you
we're going in the right
drag
direction.
your bird.
We're kind of assuming we are.
I mean, I cover his little ear holes.
Okay, we're presented with our classic choice again.
What was our initial plan for today? What were
Check on Smelliot.
And that was it?
Smelly, go back to the church and get reinforcements.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
well-
go get reinforcements and let's just go kill that weird blob thing and take him out.
I'm
I'm on board with that.
Let's
That's
go.
kind of our next thing. We gotta head back to the temple or church or whatever it is.
No, hey, dipshit, those 2 clerics you sent, they're really putting the name Death Cleric.
I'm gonna send Bunsen to the Raven Queen place to be like, alright, shit's crazy. Get people ready. We're on our way. We need to leave as soon as possible to get them prepped.
Great.
I'll show you it to make sure it looks acceptable.
Perfect.
Okay.
Send
Grim
Bunsen.
GPT.
Bunsen activates and flies away into a portal. Is there anything you do while you wait for a return message?
We're gonna head to the church to go get them.
Gotcha.
And come back just so that by the time we get there, they're like ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
You all agree, Tom? Tom?
Spell slots as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, I only have
I'm
3
great.
spell slots
I'm
left.
good.
Why don't you just
I'm gonna use it if I want to use
I didn't get touched. I got all my focus points back, you know.
When you guys get to the Sanctum of the Raven Queen, you will meet with High Priest Shalal, who received your message,
Great.
and he will say, "I understand." Wait, that's not his voice. I understand. This is of great importance. I have sent word out to a few of our best paladins. They will be here within the next 12 hours.
We'll rest then.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna do funeral rites at the sanctum for the clerics.
Okay.
So like hang up there, right behind like the big statue of Raven Queen. I'm gonna hang up their symbols.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put their jewelry kind of on the stone relief, like draw some sigils around it, and say a prayer while we're doing long rest. So that's
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
In some solidarity, I'll go up and I just want. You didn't know them personally, did you?
Doesn't really make me uncomfortable.
I mean, but it probably doesn't give you any comfort either that you didn't know them because it's still a colleague.
When you see death this much, it's hard to be moved by it. It's more just. Are you emotional when you meditate?
Lately, yeah. But that's because I've been having trouble getting back to that state that I should be in. And I'm not even sure if it's particularly the right path anymore.
Well, church is always accepting of new.
Here we go.
Have you heard the story of our Lord and Savior?
Is this the guy that wears the weird underpants?
We all get our own planet.
or it's the one in the volcano. God.
He was crucified by a lich, but then he returned. An elf. We don't know how that worked, but
Well, anyway, yeah. As I assume, as you go back to your kind of prayers and last rites, I'll just stand there, kind of in solidarity with you, with my head.
And I'll stand there and play solitaire.
Head kind of hung there, kind of in silence, because it's still not. This whole thing sucks. All these people dying over these schmucks, especially now that I know that potentially Lord Doodhead's part of it.
We should tell your high priest that Lord Duduhead is part of it.
Maybe.
Why not? Why wouldn't?
Again, it's a big assumption and a large accusation.
Doesn't the church typically have like a type of authority over the ruler anyway?
Don't you remember King Henry specifically made the Church of England so he could be in charge of the church as well?
But no, I can see.
The thing about that is there are several different churches.
Yeah, so they're like the Congress, right? But like they're a little like they can all come together to be like to overrule the ruler or whatever.
I mean, they could potentially come together and put political pressure on leadership. Sure.
Right. So we should do that so they can start that process.
I mean, that's the idea, getting all of the different religions.
How many different religions are in this one town?
I'm drunk.
Remember how small?
I'm drunk most of the time I've been here.
There's 4. What are they?
I'm drunk and having a crisis of
What
faith.
are they?
I
We
have
got
no
Raven
idea.
Queen.
Raven Queen, Mistra, Hor, and Moradin.
Okay. Horror. Fuck yeah, we'll handle that. Mistra. I feel like she's more Switzerland. What was the other one? Mordor?
Moradin.
Morden? Who's that?
He's the dwarven god. I think he's like about like
Is he the one who
He's
likes
like-
dead people?
tradition, like
he's-
just dwarf. He's like the dwarf
Okay,
god.
they're-
you
In
know?
this world, he is like the king of the gods, basically.
King of the Gods? Oh yeah, easy peasy. They all, if he's corrupt, they will take care of it.
Do we, like the Church of the Raven Queen, would we have an emissary that specifically like works with the palace?
The high priest would like
High priest.
go to the palace every now and then.
Got it.
All right, so we get our high priest, your high priest, to get all the other high priests together. They go have cocktails, little fuzzy navels, and then they decide to overthrow the bad guy on the throne. Boom! Problem solved. Sounds like a good plan.
Yes, great plan.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we
it's
should
that.
talk to
Let's hope it's that easy. That's actually
We should.
that is actually.
talk to him.
We should
actually-
just talk to him and get it
Yeah,
started.
That is actually
Yeah.
definitely a good thing to bring up to Shalal for
Yeah.
sure.
So let's talk to Shlalal and tell him to
Shalal.
go talk to the other high priests.
Now, are you guys doing this before or after your long rest?
We should
After.
tell Shalal and then go sleep because we have 12.
Yeah, I mean,
After.
We have 8 for the long rest. And then
Yeah, but we have 12
like-
hours before we have reinforcements.
Right. So
I
we have
would-
like 4 hours to talk to him.
because that's the thing, right? Is like if we bring it up now, that's time while the paladins are on their way.
Yeah.
He's bringing muscle too, so we do it now. And the worst case scenario is that he says no, that's crazy talk,
And then Thunder waves us, and then we can't do nothing back to him because we're all hit pointed up. He has no spells.
And we have
And
4
we
hours
die.
after the long rest before the paladins got there.
Okay.
So I mean, up to y'all before or
All right.
after. I'm
do you think
I'm-
he's
I'm
corrupt
re-
and would
I'm-
try and fight us?
I'm ready to go.
Genuinely, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He seems okay.
And again, Raven Queen is pretty staunchly against necromancy, but it's all about the risk management. It's more about the risk management for the three of you more than for Sarah and I. Sarah and I are not really in a bad way.
I will say
I'm
this.
fine.
Are you
In
okay too?
character, I would be kind of amazed that this plot has gotten so far and that we, because I'm like a pretty low-ranking cleric in the church, so I'm like, kind of the more I think about it, I'm like, how in the fuck did we figure this out before the entire Church of the Raven Queen in Emberhall?
Well, and that is like, from my character's point of view, that's kind of the same thing, is that it's like, it makes sense, but Santi is not like, Santi is currently sober, so not like thinking, not immediately jumping to the conclusion.
Yeah.
And fully understands and appreciates the idea of being cautious because he's clearly seen what political power does. So
Okay, long rest then talk.
long rest and time.
And go.
Hooray!
Go, long rest.
Yes, you all can push the long rest button. There are a few guest quarters that you can stay at the temple. Get your sleep.
I lose my temporary hit points.
You wake up in. Well, I guess it wasn't evening, was it? It was pretty close to the morning when you guys
I mean, I guess
investigated, so it'd probably be like
We're also
mid-afternoon.
traveling all over Emberhall.
It would be like mid to late afternoon.
Probably late afternoon by the time we got back to the temple. So I was thinking too.
So
wake up early. Have time to put my makeup on.
When you were saying 12 hours, I figured it would be like around the beginning of the next day before the muscles showed up.
so you wake up in kind of the middle of the night, before the sun rises.
Do I have any dreams?
Yes.
Are they scary?
Make a wisdom check.
Knowledge.
Oh,
A
shoot.
dweeb
Oh.
within a dream.
Or I'm sorry, not a check, a save.
16.
Oh my god. As you sleep, you dream. You said a 16
Yeah.
wisdom save? You feel, again, the same tugging towards the book. And now as you think about it, the book is huge in your mind. It is like physically there, like in front of you, standing about 30 feet high. And it is so close that you can see like the little details of the leather binding, and you can see in between the cracks of the leather an oily black fluid kind of washing down it through the cracks and onto the bottom of wherever you are at this time. You don't see a floor, but you see this black oily liquid falling as though there is a floor and kind of flowing towards you. More of this black, gooey, oily liquid starts flowing from the book and flowing towards you, and now it's coming up your legs and up towards your center, and as it gets up to your chest, you kind of feel like you're about to drown, but it gets right up to here, and you wake up.
Ah! I go look at the book.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, Aster's concerned.
15.
The book doesn't look any different, but as you Do you go and do you touch it or?
Yeah, I take it out of my bag.
Yeah, as you pick it up, it kind of feels warm, warmer than it should be.
What do you want from me? Genie. Genie, can you hear me? I forgot his name. I can't remember his name. I just call him Genie.
Shit, I forgot it too.
I have it. It's right here.
Oh, I have it.
It's right here.
I think it starts with E.
Elif.
Elif. Elif. Yeah, E-L-I-P-H.
Rice pilaf.
Elif.
Rice pilaf. Yeah, got it.
He says, "Yeah, what's up?"
What up, girl?
I'm having these terrible nightmares, and I tell him about my dream, and I had one the night before, and the night before, and now the book is warm.
Make a charisma check to see how well you describe what's going on.
18.
She got that riz.
He thinks about it for a second and he says, "Oh, that sounds familiar.
What do you mean?
I don't like that book.
I don't either.
I think you should get rid of it."
Well, I don't. What if it's dangerous in the hands of other people?
"I think it's dangerous in your hands."
Fine. Just little Moxie, little Sabella.
"Do what you must."
But I can't even open it. Have I opened it yet? I can't even open it. How am I supposed to destroy it?
"I don't know about destroying it, just
Get rid of it.
get rid of it."
I'm not gonna let someone else take it. What if it does to them what it's doing to me, and it doesn't feel right?
"I just don't know. But this sounds like what happened to my previous, not owner, but you understand what I mean."
The guy, he would have told me about this guy, right?
Mhm.
He was terrible. Did he have this book when he wore the mask?
Not at first, but eventually.
Okay. I'll figure something out. I'll put it somewhere.
Okay. I trust you to do what's right.
All right. MC.
You all wake up.
Yay! I'm glad I woke up.
You are in the guest quarters at the Temple of the Raven Queen, or Sanctum of the Raven Queen. You have about 4 hours until the paladins arrive. What do you do till then?
We
I
gotta
Do
go.
I hear if anybody else is up?
I'm always up early putting on my makeup.
Like what I.
Make a perception check.
is fried us.
That was a
Fried us.
fucking one. So.
Nope.
Fried
Got
us.
it. Sorry, Katie, go ahead.
Can I use the sending stone that Nadir, the druid from the circus, gave me, and be like, "Hey, Nadir, how's it going?
Okay.
How you handling things out there?"
After a few seconds, you hear an unfamiliar voice on the sending stone saying, "Who is this?"
Oh shit.
Who's this?
What's up?
What's
You don't get a response.
Previously, Nadir's sending stone. I will mark in my inventory.
Sorry, wrong number.
Nadir was part of my family, right?
He was a druid. Was he one of the lions?
He was the lion, yeah.
Not his anymore. Question mark.
Everybody gather! Hooey! Come
Yeah, I mean,
here!
I was gonna try and quietly look around, but I guess. Yeah,
Well, you didn't speak
Oh.
first. You should have spoke first.
I was trying to. I was letting Katie do something. Maybe it's fine.
Oh.
I'm here. I mean, but they would expect this of me. You could still sneak away. I'm now a distraction. There you go.
I just wanted to see if, like, they were all the other priests and paladins and such were gearing up downstairs or wherever the hell we are in relevance to wherever the hell we are.
Well, we still have 4 hours before they're all here.
But the ones that were.
Before we begin our descent.
Hi.
We're not descending yet. We still have to go talk to what's his nuts. I still need to tell you about my dream.
Dream first.
We're not descending.
When we do have the time in the morning or in the upcoming hours, I do wish to go back to the tinkerer's shop when I have a chance. Just quick visit.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Like dead.
well, no. I did the last time I went alone. Something bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
That's all I want. You know what I mean?
We never split the party.
Yeah.
I just had a cool idea for a schematic.
I'll be right back.
Bunsen.
Famous last words.
Bunsen. Oh, we can't send it there. Never mind.
But
That's right, he stole it.
The guy's just gonna be like, is that? He's gonna check the serial
He's gonna
number.
look at the bottom of his foot for the serial numbers. This is mine. Almost forgot that we stole it.
Me.
Okay.
Us.
You can take credit. It's okay. You did great. I now match you with the little burb. Alright, are you gonna go sneak?
No, I mean, you already screamed. I think we're all getting up.
I'm a distraction now.
No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, that's next step anyway we gotta do is get together and go talk to Shalom or whatever. And
Shalal.
yeah, that's what I said. Anything like that. I can't tell.
punk ass.
Are we all awake? Is that
Yeah, Moxie called you all. You're
Come
coming towards
hither.
you.
yeah, okay?
And I
We've,
say,
and so we have hithered.
Hither. Hi.
Who goes
Hi.
there?
Hi. Good morning. Hi. I'm having terrible dreams.
Well, I mean,
About what?
yeah, I mean, well, you're friends with a genie, and there's a haunted book harassing you. So yeah.
I must admit, ever since I learned about the spoiling of milk, I've been having recurring nightmares.
Yeah.
Genie, Elith, thinks I need to get rid of the book. He thinks it might corrupt me or something.
yeah, probably. It's evil.
Well, how do you know?
It smells evil. It looks evil.
You can
Don't
smell
look good.
evil?
It almost killed
Yeah.
you. It almost killed us. It probably killed most of your friends and family.
I don't think so. I don't think a book can do that.
No, but I don't think it is the book per se, but what comes out of it.
What's out of it?
Words.
Regardless, where do we put it? Because if it can do that to me, it could do that to somebody else. So we need to either destroy it, put it under lock and key, put it in a pocket dimension, something. But we need to get rid of this book.
I think based on what Elif told you and me when we were in the mask, I was like in the lamp, in the mask. I think we need to solve that problem later. I think it's worth the risk of holding on to it for now, but I mean,
We'll protect you.
yeah, I think that you're probably stronger with us than by yourself having it. If you were on your own, I'd probably say it's a good idea to get rid of that book, but I think that between your relationship with Elif and hopefully with us, you'll be safe enough until we can help.
But Elif says that he thinks I should get rid of it. And he's trusting me to do the right thing.
Do you trust Elif?
Oh, with my whole life, yes.
But Elif also has a lot of from what he told us about his home world, and the problems going on with his homeworld, he could be saying that because he's scared. For all we know, he seemed pretty upset by the air elementals or whatever those were that came out of the book before. So, or were manifested because of the book. Did they come out of the book, or they kind of manifested because of the book?
Their manifestation, as far as you know, was not connected.
Not connected. Okay.
They were sucked into.
They
the
were
book.
sucked in by. Okay.
I just wish we can open it so we can see what this book is and see if I even need it.
Could you use your little tools on it and get in there with your hand?
I'm pretty handy. Like investigate the book, you mean? With like
Lockpick it.
oh,
Because it's got a lock on it.
I suppose it is worth a chance.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
Remember that long rest we just took? How many hit points will this take away?
Well, at least we're doing it in the middle of the church with a bunch of people with weapons. So.
Well, if we
Sure.
think something bad might happen if we open this book, then we should go handle the stupid fucking blob down in the sewers. Go tell
I'm
about
doing
everything.
that.
I think the book is the second problem we solve. I do think that there's a more immediate danger with the people disappearing around Ember Hall and the giant zombie amalgamation.
Connected.
I don't know if we should assume that yet.
You've made a lot of assumptions in the past 24 hours.
I've made the fewest amount of assumptions compared to everybody else. I
You
would like
spent
to point
10
out.
minutes just assuming.
Far less assumptions than what everybody else has been doing. Still, by the way.
Alright.
But it's
Before
up-
we head out,
But it's up to you.
She's
If you
giving
don't-
you the scooty.
I don't think everything is completely connected.
I have drafted a schematic on a scroll. Can I find a scout? Or like do they have like a squire in this church? Like a noob ass noob? One who
Have
we're
you
not
ever
sending
been
on
in a
the you know, like a
Could be a-
choir boy.
Like,
but
yeah, like an altar boy, a
Yeah.
malleable with a nice supple mouth.
Dying's not the only thing we do around here.
Oh god.
Look, if you get canceled, I'm inadvertently getting canceled too. Okay, because I'm married to you.
Well, now they know that.
do we have like a
Young.
someone who does like a person who can do fetch things?
Yeah.
Fetch-
You,
Fetch me a young boy.
you
Just a young,
Excuse me.
impressionable man.
May I have a young boy? What?
Well, you'll find
And then
this
he just
thing-
hits him with a smile.
you don't see anyone like that.
Fuck! I just had a good idea for a schematic.
Write it down. Put it in your
I
peanut
did.
head for later.
It's in my fucking scroll. Okay, I roll it up and put it in my fucking backpack. Just wanted to see if the guy could have it ready by the time we get back. Too much to ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
very
now.
Apparently, yeah. Yes, there's a giant zombie amalgamation cruising around that could be a conspiracy by the
I
king
just
of
need
the
someone
fucking
to
city.
run it down. I'm not gonna be busy. I'll be killing the fucking zombies. So I just need some fucking like kid to be like, hey, you little shit, take this scroll, bring it to the tinkerer. Let him know I'm interested to see if he could build it and how much.
You could probably find like a young team.
All right, I walk out the church. I
Oh,
roll
yeah, and
for,
trust
I rolled
some stranger.
okay, roll a d20 to use my investigative skills to find a young boy.
So you're rolling investigation.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a boy?
Could be a girl.
Well, it's a 12, so.
That is a 16.
Oh, it's a 16.
I have a
Sorry.
+5 to investigation.
Wow, plus
Guidance.
5.
Oh, plus
I mean,
guidance.
A
19.
non-shady looking child.
you see several people just out and about in the town. You want to approach one at random?
Yes,
Or?
I go, excuse me, young person.
This woman's 90 years old and walking with a cane.
Don't you know
you're
robots can't be pedophiles? It's in like the
Only
Asimov
PDF
rules or
files.
Who are
something.
you trying to convince?
Only PDF files.
A halfling man turns around and answers your call. Yeah, what? You need something? Oh, Are you a robot?
Technically, an automatron. But I'll make it short since I'm quite busy with plans. I have 3 silver here. Could you please deliver this scroll
For
to the tinkerer in town?
for 3 silver.
Yes, 3 silver.
Make it a gold.
Make it a fucking gold. Jesus Christ. Fine. You little shit. This tinkerer, I'm gonna be back, and if that tinkerer does not have that scroll, I will shove Bebo so far down your fucking throat.
What's a Bebo?
You don't want to know. All I know is he can produce flames.
Okay.
You can take the robot out of Ember Hall, but you can't take Ember Hall out of the robot.
Okay.
Ziva's gonna go on a kill all humans initiative by the end of all this. It's
This is the beginning of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Here's a gold piece. Give him this schematic and simply tell him that I would like to know if he can build it and to have a quote ready by the time I get returned.
All right. I'll do it.
Thank you.
He grabs the gold from you.
Thanks, meatbag.
And then the schematic. And then he runs off.
Is he running the right direction?
Well, we made a copy of that fucking schematic. We're gonna be witnessing the birth of the first psychopathic automatron.
Like Terminator,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
Skynet.
Zebnet.
Oh no!
My master built
See
me
no!
with the intention for peace.
See,
And oh lord, I'm trying.
The only
the gnome
option
didn't go
is
the
to
right
kill
way.
all humans.
Yeah.
What?
Ran off the wrong direction.
I have a solution. Shall we call it the final solution?
It involves chambers.
And portals.
Oh man.
Hey, don't look at me. He's the one with the chamber.
Ziva's having a breakdown. I can feel it. Oh man.
All right. What next?
We gotta go find Shalal and tell him
Yeah, we're ready to fucking fuck shit up.
tell him our shit here. Tell him our idea.
As you go to find Shalal, you will find him in his office, and he is. Normally, you see him in there behind his desk and like reading or writing, but right now he is off to the side where there is a sort of a suit of armor that he's contemplating. He hasn't put it on, but he's contemplating it.
Oh
Like,
shit.
could this guy be any more pretentious?
Shalal's thinking about getting down again. Right.
As you walk in, he hears you and turns around and says, "Ah, you're awake. Good.
The trouble.
You're finally awake.
Are you ready for today?"
I guess.
I think it would be more accurate to ask if you are ready. We have seen what is down there. It is not pretty.
I don't imagine so.
And it smells horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty stanky. But
Have
don't
you-
worry, I got some herbs.
Have
Oh,
you any
great.
recommendations for
Herbs.
how to... while the undead should be relatively easy to clear, the zombie plot
Clot.
Clit.
may have proven difficult. Do you have you been able to theorize any potential strategies for effectively dealing with
And
such
could you give us a
creatures?
shit ton of holy oil?
Hoyle for
Those
short.
strategies will be had by the paladins who are on their way.
Sweet.
I am.
Are they any good?
They're paladins.
They-
Theoretically speaking,
So?
could
I
I
can become a
grab
paladin
Bebo by the
tomorrow.
leg and just dip him into some holy water?
I mean, yeah.
You should start using holy oil for your oil.
I mean, all my things are flamethrower. All my things are like spells, because technically flamethrower and force blister are spells, so I don't think they can have holy effects on them.
No.
But I'm
Not
trying.
mechanically.
Okay. I
Um,
will refuse. I will rest.
okay. Shalal turns to you all and says, "I am usually not the type to go out and fight, but this doesn't seem like something I can miss."
What the fuck are you good for?
Have you
Insight
ever?
check.
Have you ever
Whoa.
fought?
Will you win?
You're giving me guidance on my insight
Yeah,
check,
of course
right?
I am.
24.
24. He's not telling the whole story, but it seems like he's telling the truth that it's been a long time since he's done any kind of fighting.
Why don't you want to miss this fight? Looks like it's been a minute since you put that armor on. Looks like you keep it in good condition. I
This-
like go over and like I like do like the classic like.
To be fair, this is
Very
like the
shiny.
Order of a Raven's wet dream. I mean, you can go to a sewer and fight shit tons of undead. I mean,
He says, "Yes, it has been a very long time. The last battle that I've been in. Well, it's the reason that I decided not to battle anymore and become a priest.
What happened?
I lost a good amount of very good people.
High Priest, that reminds me, the clerics that you sent to check in on Elliot,
Yes.
they've been killed.
we didn't tell him that.
Ah, I see. That was the
Yes.
what do you call it? The rites. That was the rites you were doing yesterday.
I figured we could maybe discuss this after, but being that you're coming out with us, presumably, I thought you probably want to know.
In case you're
Thank you.
wondering, I examined the bodies. They definitely suffered.
Jeez Louise.
Shalal takes a look. Go ahead.
But nothing. I will say, this is, I think, the first dead bodies we found that haven't been taken to the sewers to be put to use.
You haven't seen a dead body in Ember Halls?
That's a good thought.
That's a good thing.
Mhm.
It's a good thing.
I
Think.
Good think. Good think.
So I don't know if they're protected or if they didn't want to be conspicuous, but we can still retrieve them and bury them at the grave site.
To be clear, you
Yes.
said you haven't seen any dead bodies in Ember Hall since this operation began. When a person dies in Ember Hall, what is the proper procedure? Like, say, for example, someone were to succumb to an illness.
Well, usually we get sent out, do their ceremonies, bury them in their plot of choice, or cremate them, or whatever it is they're looking for.
I just.
And not necessarily dead bodies, but in terms of the people we've been fighting, the Black Cloaks, I feel like I always see them carry their bodies away. Think about the landlord. You know, I'm sure they killed him, and he's down into the sewers.
I guess I have a follow-up question. Does Ember Hall have a coroner?
The coroner would have, you would know this. The coroner is he would be like part of the city guard, who themselves is under the control of the government.
I just. If you have not had any reports of dead bodies in Ember Hall, and if someone were to die, say you were a tenant, and you were to find out that your neighbor had passed away, who would you call?
Ghostbusters.
You would call the coroner, in which case they would begin the procedure to make sure that they are buried or blessings from your church are given. So why have you not heard from the coroner?
High Priest, I think that's a very good question.
It is indeed a very good question. One that I think we should answer after we do our task.
There's something else I feel like you should know.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure your king is corrupt as fuck. Shalal.
Been known.
And I think that he might be working with those people.
What
And
makes
I-
you say that?
Well,
he was riding an elephant.
That's already sus.
Lord Dracon, before he was Lord Dracon, was a lieutenant for a warlord that killed everyone in my village.
That is quite a claim.
And,
Not a claim, it's real.
and given my personal history of knowing his criminality, and with what we saw in the sewers, it's not that far-fetched. At least from our point of view, it's not that far-fetched.
Do you have proof of this?
Unfortunately, we do not. And I think that our largest concern is that even if we do go together as a group, even with the people that you've summoned here, whether it's enough or not to start this process of figuring out this necromancy, my concern is that it goes much deeper. And Moxie had the idea of potentially, whether before, after, at any point of this, is you working with the other religious groups of Ember Hall to try to potentially place some political pressure on Lord Dracon to help the investigation, or to bring it to Lord Dracon's attention that you learned this, to see what his reaction would be.
In order to start such a process, I would need proof of your claim.
Yeah.
Or you could just put pressure on him to help his city that's falling into crumbles of dead bodies and
Missing people.
That's his people. And if he's like, oh, well, then you already know. What more proof does the church need?
At the moment, the king is at least presenting an appearance of helping.
Yeah.
He has sent funds to us and to the guard to investigate some of the missing peoples.
And have you talked to him since you found the things that we have found?
I confess I have not.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing that would potentially help us, or I should say,
Hush money.
It's hush
well,
money. Hush puppy.
obviously, we know the Order of the Raven Queen is very much against necromancy, so
Indeed.
we're not trying to assume or accuse. But I think the biggest thing is that if you do go with us into the sewers and you do see what we see, and it does point at all to Lord Dracon as being part of this, will you do everything you can, or do you? I guess I should ask. Are you scared of Lord Dracon in any way?
Lord Dracon is an intimidating figure. However, I will not let my lady down.
Sick. That makes me happy to hear that. Do you trust everyone that you've called to action to help us?
Those people, yes.
Cause I'm your lady, and you
Snow
are
White.
my man.
If we need to kill the leader of a city, it's actually quite easy. So what we do is we bring a naked lady in.
I don't have a good feeling about priests coming with us.
Why not?
Because
I
he
just
should be
don't-
in the church.
I feel like it's a no-win scenario. If the priest goes down there, now the priest of the church is down in the sewer where all the bad guys are, but if the priest stays up here, priest, you're by yourself.
True. So I guess that's the risk. Do we want to make sure that he comes with us for the highest success of staying alive?
Well, how many hit points do you have, priest?
What level are you?
What level are you?
Or a priest
60.
is coming with us to
60.
stab
Hey, 60 years old. Okay, got it.
That's my biggest concern.
What?
Oh, by the way, your friend Nadir, something happened to him. Remember the 7 stone that he gave me?
Sarah's suddenly finding her inside voice.
That's really not. Everyone can still hear me very clearly. The 7 stone that Nadir gave me?
Yeah.
I called it this morning before we all got gathered together. And I said, hey Nadir, how are things going on your end? Because I haven't checked up on him in a while. And some guy answered it He said, "Who is this?"
Can I see? Hello? Moxie Cleopatra, a whole lot of halfling.
It only works once a day.
What?
What?
How convenient.
What we did rest?
Well, that was this morning.
Can I do an insight check on what Shalal has kind of said, with this whole
Yeah.
Scary.
the one, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he's telling the truth, got it. He's got my vote, everybody.
So why haven't you fought in so long? I know
Yeah, what
you
happened
had
last
like
time?
did you like betray people? Did people betray you? Was there a dragon?
Sir Dragon.
I
War
remember
is
that.
really a betrayal to everyone who is involved.
One more time, he was talking.
War is really a betrayal to everyone who is involved.
Okay, but why did you stop fighting then? What happened? What exactly happened? I need to know, because if you're gonna have my back, I need to know that I can have your back and trust that you have my back and I have your back.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's this one.
Guys.
This did not go well.
What is it? Persuasion?
Yeah.
14.
14.
That's not terrible, guys. Come on.
He says, a long time ago, a lifetime ago, I was part of the Royal Guard. Not here, mind you, it was an elf city. There was a war in the Feywild. And the elements fought against us because we wanted to go against what they were suggesting. As part of the Royal Guard, I was sent to fight against their forces, and I saw a lot of death, a lot of meaningless suffering. I wished never to see that again. I wished to make death meaningful. I became a priest. Eventually, first for Thaddeus, or not Thaddeus. Who's the death god before?
Morden.
Kellenborg.
Celeborn. First for Celeborn,
Mordor.
and
Crust
then
and pepperonis.
and then for the Raven Queen. I never wished to go back to that fight, but sometimes things are worth it.
And this is worth it.
If what you've described is true, then yes.
Sitting down for and reverse it.
I think it's time.
As Bebo says he thinks it's time, you can hear off in the distance some clapping of hooves. You can see a few like lower clerics running to the front door of the sanctum to get a look and to help out whoever's coming. And eventually you see riding on their horses 4 paladins dressed in the garb of the Raven Queen. And they kind of ride up to the center of the sanctum, and the one in front kind of pulls his hood back, and
Is he hot?
pretty hot.
Does he have long
Um,
hair?
What's that?
Does he have long hair?
Describe him to us in pieces.
Does he work out?
He has elven features, and
I'm
he
an elf.
looks at the
Me too.
he looks at the high priest, and he says, "All right, where is this son of a bitch?" He takes a carrot out of his pocket.
Karen.
Oh no, he's a
He is part of a horse.
Oh,
He's a centaur.
Oh no, he's Bugs Bunny!
That's where we'll end.
No, no.
Just say that last part one more time. He comes out of the shadows. And he takes a bite of a carrot.
He's a man. That's okay. Here's your son.
You think it's Haldego?
Is it Haldego?
Oh my god! I'm pretty sure Haldego is just part of their previous campaign.
Yeah.
It is. It's Eric's character.
Oh.
Oh.
My name is Eric Long, and I will be reprising the role of Haldego.
But so he was a bunny guy, but like a person.
A herring
bunny.
lord.
Yeah, and he did the reincarnation spell, and he became a Shadar Kai.
Yeah.
So he's a
Okay,
Shadar
sexy
Kai,
elf.
sexy elf,
so
and
he's
he's
super
eating a
hot.
So,
carrot.
since you guys have
He's
the
a
background,
bunny.
you have my model that I sent.
I didn't print it out yet,
That's
but I do have it.
Oh, y'all's been in cahoots about this.
I did not know when he was going to come into the picture, but I did know.
Does that mean Hekachi's still alive?
She said,
Kyoko will refuse to die out of spite.
Well, my entire troop,
Well,
like,
her and Hecate are besties.
What a heater of an ending.
man,
I might be a little biased, but
keeps
what
her
a
eye
heater.
on her to make sure
man,
she's
I
not
totally
evil.
believe she'll out, and I'm ready to fucking coup after this.
Damn.
Oh my
I ain't
gosh.
got no worries. We got a level 20 with us.
Do we level up?
So we gotta do a little.
Not yet.
Damn it! We're about to go fight this big bad evil
About
guy.
to.
If you like,
About to.
subscribe for
We
more.
fought like 6 guys. Well, when you put it like that, Jay, that sounds worse.
Why? We fought a bunch of guys. Got experience points. Chat, thanks for hanging out.
Yay! Thank you everyone for playing.
Yeah, let's do this again in 2 more weeks.
What's a good session?
Thanks everyone for watching. We had way more people today watching, but it might have just been all of us.
Probably. It was all of us plus Lucas plus Alice.
Yeah.
Plus Nolan for a few minutes.
Yeah.
That was like 25% combat and 80% sexual innuendo.
We'll be back in 2 weeks doing this again.
I can't wait.
Hey,
Make sure to
Kevin's
like
here.
and
Kevin,
subscribe.
Kevin was here.
The best character is about to come into play.
Hi, Kev. Hi, Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
Bye.
Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
Bye.
Hi, Kevin.